Tints in Excel, and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code Tints in Excel. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth. Rise and shine. Google's go time on a Tuesday morning. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Time to play ball. What would constitute a successful season in your mind as the Jags get set to report full squad for training camp? Like, what into the season will fulfill you? Like, when you take a step back, suddenly it's not in any way, shape, or form is it Super Bowl or bust, right? Don't you have to be knocking on that door for a while for that to be, like, if you're a Bills fan or a Bengals fan or a Ravens fan, to get, like, the ultimate fulfillment out of a season, you pretty much got to, well, minimum go to a Super Bowl, maybe even win it. Even last preseason, I don't think we were to that stage. It was about leveling up. But after falling short, especially down the stretch last year, what would be a successful season? Is it a playoff year? Is it winning the division? Is it winning a playoff game? Is it winning multiple playoff games? Morning, Gibby. How are we doing today?
Good morning. I would say it's winning multiple playoff games because they've already won one. They've already won that Chargers game. They came back valiantly and won that game, but I think it's winning multiple playoff games.
Let me ask you this then. So if the Jaguars win their division, win their first playoff game, and then lose their second, that wouldn't be a good year.
It would be a good year, but I don't think it would fulfill.
That's fair.
The fan base.
It's a fair discrimination there. I mean, being a good year and being fulfilling. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because of the job we do and what I've done now for over 30 years, I don't know if I get to quite hit that passion point with the Jags in the NFL that a lot of y'all do out there. Just had it, it's almost like if you work in the sausage factory, you don't eat the sausages. Gosh, I feel like if they, I don't know, we'll see. Part of it's probably how you get there. And I'm just glad that we have turned over a leaf of, expectation. Yeah, right, as a fan base, we've turned the leaf over now. There's no more just being happy that you're not crappy anymore. That was never a good rationale to begin with. And after back-to-back 9 and 8 seasons, clearly there's a quarterback-coach combo here and enough talent that if they maximize, don't give games away, don't make mistakes, don't turn the ball over. I'm not saying you win them all, obviously, but play your best. It's a double-digit win team, you would think. Just with Trevor and Peterson alone.
Yeah, once you pay a franchise quarterback, you've signaled to your fan base we're ready to compete and we're ready to make runs in the playoffs and go see what we can do with it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm sure it's different for different people, and I'm sure it's also a feeling that's subject to change as you go through a football season. Boy, the Knolls open a month from tomorrow.
In Ireland, yeah.
I mean, a month from tomorrow, it's regular season college football, and FSU is certainly an interesting story, not just around these parts. But the Knolls are at the ACC kickoff. There's so many, not just competing storylines, but just, I don't know, competing truths in the ACC. I mean, the truth is FSU and Clemson either want more money or want out. The truth is the ACC is really ticked, doesn't like Clemson or FSU and the lawsuit they have pending. And the truth also is that the ACC knows that they are nothing as a football-playing member of college football without Clemson and FSU. Nothing. Kaput. It's arguable how strongly considered the ACC is to begin with. For Pete's sake, they had an undefeated conference champion a year ago who the playoff committee said, nah, we'll pass. Boy, that thing is just going to age worse and worse. It really is. Screw the committee and everyone else. Don't worry about teams' personnel issues. Worry about what their record is and how they got there. And then let them handle any substitutions, injury or otherwise they'll have to make. What a screw job the Noles got, man. Wow. And the further away from it you get, the worse it's going to feel. But anywho, point being, I do think that that's a bit of a gauge on just where the college football world is with the ACC. You know, winning at Clemson, beating a good Louisville team in the ACC championship game without your starting core, but at the end of the day, didn't mean nothing. It wasn't like Texas beating Bama, was it? So if you're on the outside by that same system, that same setup, that same core of overall college football belief is still going to exist, and all the power players are in two conferences. So don't you think if it comes down to USC and whatever ACC team you want to throw me, that it'll be a lean to USC? These two conferences that are growing in the SEC and the Big Ten are filling themselves so full of quality college football programs that just playing each other all year is going to put their schedule strength to a level that the other conferences, the ACC and the Big 12, just aren't going to be able to reach. Listen, we've given kudos to Big 12 for keeping the gang together, but have you really taken a look at the league? Have you really taken a look at the league? I want to say this right now at 6:11 as a disclaimer for when my cohort arrives in all his glory at 7:08 today. Apparently unaware the show starts at 6. But I'm going to pop quiz him, not something this simple. Who's in the Big 12? Can you name all the teams in the Big 12? And I think, by the way, I think he can. I think he will. But the point is this: if you're just driving around in your lane, you won't know who they are. I bring this up because media days are going on all over the place, and I was curious what this new Big 12, without, by the way, Oklahoma or Texas has won 14 of the last 20 Big 12 titles. That's who's leaving that conference. So the SEC's national platform, right? It's a boon. You added Oklahoma and Texas, two best and maybe only teams from the Big 12. But I tell you what, if you're left in the Big 12 and you still get a playoff bid for winning your conference, sure opens up to a whole new world for everyone, right? The Oklahoma States of the world suddenly are legitimate contenders. The Utahs of the world are going to find their way into playoffs as long as they can keep that standing. Yeah, but stick around in the 7 o'clock hour or later in the show for the pop quiz of just who's in the Big 12. One of those teams is going to go to the playoff. I tell you what shocked me the most. A spoiler alert here for our little conversation, Gibby. But I looked at first of all, the Big 12. How many teams do you think the Big 12 has? Just off the top of your head. At least
16.
Yeah, 16. They have 16 teams, right?
Yep.
Stand by. Nothing to sneeze at. Excuse me. Gesundheit. I gesundheit myself. Thank you. Here's what shocked me when I looked at the Big 12, because, like I said, I looked at the media poll, right? Just like they do them in the SEC. And by the way, they did the media poll after we left on Friday. Gators, I think, all in at like 13. So it was even worse than we talked about last week. Anyway. It wasn't just who's in the Big 12. It was who I saw like 15th and picked to finish 14th and 15th. You ready, Gibby?
Yeah, ready.
Houston and Cincinnati.
Wow.
That's surprising, isn't it?
Yeah, you would think they're up in the upper half or maybe the top.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was Cincinnati not in the playoff just a couple of years ago?
Yeah, wasn't that fickle?
Yeah, didn't Cincinnati with, the Ritter.
Yeah, Desmond Ritter.
Right? They went to the playoffs just a couple. They're picked next to last, and or maybe 14th. And Houston's another team that's made a run at an undefeated season in the last 5-6 years, haven't they?
And they've had good players.
Yeah, they've had good teams. But if that makes you think, wow, the Big 12 must be good. Nuh-uh. No. Not really. Not looking at it. I don't see a bunch of top 25 teams, but it's certainly a reshuffled league. I've gotten all off tangent. But if you're FSU and Clemson, is that really where you want to land? Huh? Are you really upping your cachet, your power by trading Miami for Utah? Are you getting any better by trading Louisville for Baylor? Are you going to have a better chance of making the playoffs if you play Iowa State instead of Virginia Tech? Probably not. Probably not. Like if Clemson and FSU go to the Big 12, then the Big 12 becomes better than the ACC. And if they stay in the ACC, quite frankly, in today's new college world of a 12-team playoff, you're only as good as the top of your power chart. And so the ACC is better than the Big 12 if they have Clemson and FSU. If Clemson and FSU leave and go to the Big 12, then the Big 12 is better than the ACC. Seems pretty simple to me. And there's this continuing drumbeat that and I don't know, maybe it's just posturing. They're playing poker. But the message continues to be put out that the SEC and Big Ten don't want FSU or Clemson. All right, so Mike Norvell met the media yesterday and talked about the FSU football side. Forget all this other gobbledygook. We will leave the gobbledygook, though, for the ACC commissioner who is rolling up his sleeves to try and keep his conference intact. All right, we got lots of NFL news and notes, interesting stuff percolating as camps are opening all around the league. It's a fascinating team. It's a fascinating league, man. You can make legitimate arguments for a lot of teams to be at least playoff teams. It's the beauty of the NFL. Certainly, questions surrounding this Jaguars team. We don't wait to training camp to start talking to them, right? We've been sorting through the myriad, just about every angle to the 2024 Jaguars we have discussed at length throughout the process. Now it's time to put it together. You know, I maintain we're not going to know the things. This is an important training camp. Let's get into some of that on the other side. Let's do that. Let's take our first quick break. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
There's a new one-stop shop for all things Gators. Subscribe to the 1010XL Gators YouTube channel. Up-to-the-minute updates, instant reaction from Gainesville, plus the same 1010XL Gators podcast you've grown to know. And check out 1010XL Gators on YouTube.
This is Chelsea with Renewal by Andersen Custom Windows and Doors. Here's what people are saying about working with us.
Installers were professional, courteous, and efficient.
Great customer service. On time, explained the process, and walked me through the installation. Amazing team.
Our experience with Renewal by Andersen was outstanding from the beginning to end.
Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com.
License number CGC 1527613.
Renewal by Andersen, Custom Windows and Doors.
It's back! The Big One sales event is here, and it's going on now at Arlington Toyota. Arlington has over 400 new Toyotas available. Cars, trucks, SUVs, and family vans. And that means now is the time to go big and go home in style. Plus, with every new Toyota purchase, you get Arlington's lifetime warranty and 30-day exchange program. But don't wait. The Big One sales event won't last long, so shop today. 10939 Atlantic Boulevard and online at arlingtontoyota.com.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at Rhino Shield. Gang, we're in the middle of hurricane season. What a great time to take advantage and get Rhino Shield. I'll tell you a few reasons why. First off, these home exterior coatings that Rhino Shield puts on your house that make it look so good. Withstand 96-mile-an-hour wind-driven rains, keeping your home safe and dry. Rhino Shield's advanced ceramic technology also helps keep your home cooler, reduces your energy bills. And then I'll top that off with this summer, take advantage, 30% off. 0% interest financing, plus 25-year transferable warranty. Need I say more? Call Rhino Shield today at 904-414-4868. That's 414-4868 for that free estimate. Or you can also sign up at rhinoshieldjax.com. That's rhinoshieldjax.com.
When persistent plumbing problems leave you feeling flushed, don't panic. Call Roland Reich, the one-stop solution for any plumbing problem, residential or commercial. No matter how complex the work, Roland Reich quotes all pricing in advance, so your only surprise is how quickly they'll solve your issue. Whether your pipes are doing a water ballet or you need to hydrojet the whole system, always use Roland Reich Plumbing at plumbingjacksonville.com.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family, right? That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney, but have you done your last will? Matt wants to know, besides getting your assets to the people that you choose, planning will also help minimize income, gift, and estate taxes at will. Matt Hinson will listen, help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Matty, 904-527-1700. That's 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Start your Sunday off with a cup of Joe and some sports medicine intel. This is Joe C. inviting you to join me and Dr. George Bari for Breaking Bones every Sunday morning at 7:30. And if you miss an episode, just look for Breaking Bones wherever you listen to podcasts.
If you've played sports or still lead an active life, chances are joint pain is nothing new. This is Dr. George Bari of Bari Orthopedics, and we like to be your option when it comes to taking care of your body and getting back in the game. From shoulders to elbows to hip and knee pain, Bari Orthopedics can diagnose and treat a variety of injuries that are causing you pain. We are Bari Orthopedics and online at bariorthopedics.com. With more than 30 years of experience, our team is here to care for your entire family.
Find out more at bariorthopedics.com. That's BAHRI orthopedics.com.
Denny Thompson here. Tackle burglars and protect your turf. Give yourself peace of mind catching everything around your home with Tyson Sound & Security's cutting-edge surveillance cameras. For safety and convenience, Tyson has you covered for all home cameras and security systems. I'm talking HD recording, night vision, and remote alerts, all from your phone or computer. Call Tyson Sound & Security right now at 904-762-1000. Tyson Sound & Security. Security and automation experts.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides a Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Sports fans, JJ LaSalva here. When I need to send my bride flowers or a plant for birthdays or anniversaries, I always go with Hume Flowers. After all, they've been the leading florist in these parts for over 75 years. You can always rely on Hume Flowers.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website customtreesurgeons.com. That's customtreesurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, rolling lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality product and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we're back here on the drill. I got an RIP as we get in here on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. RIP to a local. Now, one of many pro golfers who through the years made his home on the First Coast. I haven't seen Mark Carnevale in a while. I knew him pretty well at one point. I've done stories when I was doing TV back in the day. I want to say he may have won a PGA Tour event.
Yeah, he did.
Like in the early 90s, maybe? Is that when it was?
Rookie of the Year, too.
Yeah, and super nice dude. There's a lot of people around town that certainly know Mark by now. He still does broadcasting work. This is a wide web of impact. When people started learning yesterday that Mark Carnevale passed, the reports I've heard, and first and foremost, just thoughts and prayers out to a real big group of friends and family. But apparently had a heart attack while playing pickleball, which is and what and again, I don't mean to get too personal about anything in any details. I don't know what the family has released or otherwise, but nonetheless, RIP to Mark Carnevale, who has been on the golf scene here for many, about as long. Probably came to Jacksonville about the time I did.
And he has been on our station a lot. Like, I know Joe Cowart's really close to Mark and I want to say that he had Mark on to talk about the Open Championship.
I've heard him on with Joe and
like last week.
Yeah, that one's. I know that Joe and Mark go way back. I think they've done PGA Tour work together. So this is really hitting home with Joe C this morning, and that's just one example. There are a lot of dudes out and about town. I got a lot of texts yesterday. People who were hearing. Hearing for the first time yesterday that had happened. What would you say, 60 years old?
64.
64, is he really? Yeah. So
and just turned. See. Was yesterday? No, let's see. Yeah, he's 64. But May. His birthday was in May.
Yeah, so just sad news to report there, and we will keep that in there. Let's just keep that family and that group in your thoughts here. So, all right, got a couple of – I have my answer, by the way, that I asked y'all. What's a successful season? I tell you what, if we take the division back from the Houston Texans, win the AFC South again, and win a playoff game, I'm okay with that. That's a successful 2024. That's a successful and fulfilling 2024 to me. Again, I will admit to y'all, because I've worked in the sausage factory since the day the Jags got a franchise inside and out of the NFL, can take a little bit of the passion out of it, just a little bit. Maybe I don't run quite as hot as y'all. Monday mornings tell a different story, though, gang. I'll tell you that.
They do.
I'll be your mood ring. Don't worry. But I'm just saying, take the division back, put Big Mouth C.J. Stroud and the Texans back in their place, win a playoff game, and then take your chances. I would take that right now.
Stephon Diggs was talking yesterday.
Well, there you go. I would take that running. If you told me right now you're going to win the division and win a playoff game and then head into either the divisional round or the championship game, depending on which round you won, I'd take that right now. Of course, that means you be the top seed. Meanwhile, on the text line, there's a variety of opinions. If they mess around and got a bye, 1-1, then lost the AFC Championship, that's something to be proud of. This year, a Super Bowl appearance means they got past the Chiefs and will more than likely win the Lombardi. Super Bowl appearance is the next step in the progression. One team out of 32 wins every year. If we make it to the playoffs, win our division, win a game, I'm happy, I think. That's how bad it's been around here. We used to say we could just be competitive. Hopefully, eventually a Super Bowl will come. I'll take a competitive every single year. It's a lot more fun when you're winning. That's for sure.
Yeah, I remember when we would take a winning record.
Huh?
Remember when we would take a winning record as
Right,
satisfaction?
sure. Oh gosh, the boys used to pine. Can we get to week 13 and just be 6-7? And when they put that playoff graphic up on the weekend, we can at least be in that in the hunt category down there lower right.
Yeah, there were so many times at Halloween we weren't even in the hunt.
Correct. Yeah, fair. All right, so I bring that up because the Jaguars training camp in full is getting going. And look, here's the reality with training camp. I think the two most important unknowns about this football team, the two most important things aren't really going to display themselves in training camp. And I'm not sure they display themselves until they open the season at Miami. Hear me out. This is a really important training camp for this defense. They got a whole new defensive coordinator and scheme and system. There are bound to be hiccups. Going down to face Tua, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Mostert, Achane. Not a good week to hiccup. So a really important training camp to get up this defense up to speed on just like what you're doing. Never mind executing it, what you are. We're not gonna see that impact in training camp. If there's a complete defensive breakdown, for one, in training camp, you may not even notice. And in two, so what? You blow the whistles, you make your corrections, you jog back to the huddle. Same mistake, September 8th against Miami, and it's a touchdown. And now you're down 14-0 on the road. So maybe the most important thing with this training camp, and there are a lot of important things, but maybe the most important thing is this defense coming together underneath a new coordinator. Not just coming together, but getting better. I don't think we see that. I don't know how much we're going to be able to gauge that that's happening based on the training camp workouts. All right, a second one is this. We made a concerted effort, even though one is on the PUP list, but through the draft and through free agency, we hope and think we made big upgrades in the trenches. I was watching my Buffalo-Pittsburgh playoff game on NFL Network yesterday evening, filler TV in the background, and saw Mitch Morse get commented on making a couple of nice plays and blocks in that game. So we got a veteran now, more steady player in the middle of the offensive line. And then, Cleveland for the whole, whatever. I'm not a big buyer in what they did on the offensive line. It's performed poorly 2 years in a row, and we keep throwing the same cast of characters. But a new center, you hope that that's a big difference. And then on the defensive line, there's Eric Armstead. Yes. That's the most notable thing they did this offseason, right? They used a second-round pick on a defensive tackle. They used a fourth-round pick on a defensive lineman. And they didn't have Devon Hamilton really at all last year. That's a pretty big influx into the defensive line. They added Eric Armstead. They drafted Mason Smith in round 2. Brenton Strange, lack of production aside from a year ago, when you draft a guy in round 2, you expect him to contribute, especially that position. They drafted another defensive lineman from LSU in round 4. And Devon Hamilton, because of injury and then getting up to speed, they never really had last year. That's a lot to add to the defensive line. So the trenches, how much improved are they? We're not going to find that answer out in shorts and helmets either, are we? We're going to see an occasional flare-up of individuals and one-on-ones, and we're going to read charts about so-and-so beat so-and-so in this individual matchup, and it's a good gauge. It's competition. It's fiery, but it ain't telling me what's going to happen September 9th in Miami. We'll find out how that measures when there's another team, another talent level to measure ourselves against. But, man, if things do break right and Brian Thomas Jr. what if he's the best receiver in the class? What if he's the 100-catch guy? What if he's Puka Nacua? How good? What would the Rams have been last year without Puka Nacua? I'm going to say not in the playoffs. That 1 6th-round receiver pick saved their season. Cooper Kupp got hurt. This dude was producing and kept producing all year. Matthew Stafford stayed healthy, and with a good coach, we need a. Gosh, how great would it be? And that's the great part about this time of year. We need that. What if he's that dude, man? What if we're getting a Chase or a Jefferson or one of those dudes? Oof. And what happens?
LSU's churned them out the last few years.
So anyway, there's some real reasons to be optimistic about improvement with a new defense that's being installed in addition to those upgrades that I just mentioned, and an offensive line listen, the hope is what we've been told even by Tony Baselli, a Hall of Fame offensive lineman, that there can certainly be a trickle down from just improving that center position. That you just trickle down the line, you're improved all the way across. So here's hoping. All right, I'm going to come back with some ACC talk for you. I'll get you that Mike Norvell inside and out, his thoughts on FSU, their season, where the program stands, and all that. And hear from a commissioner willing to fight for his conference. All that and more next. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update, brought to you by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
The Rays wrap up their series against the Yankees yesterday, losing 9-1. They end up splitting the 4-game series. Tonight, they begin a series in Toronto against the Blue Jays. Sean Armstrong is going to be the initial outgetter for the Rays, and Tampa is a plus 136 underdog in this game. The Blue Jays with Jose Barrios on the mound, paying out at minus 162, the over-under at 8.5 runs. Marlins yesterday, they lose to the Mets by a 6-4 score. Tonight, the Marlins are going to match up against the Orioles, and Baltimore is considered a minus 172 favorite. Marlins pay at plus 144, over-under 8.5 runs.
For the latest odds all the time, visit vsin.com. I'm Matt Pauley. This has been your Action Update on 1010XL.
Duck Rooter is a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we are looking for top talent to join our team. If you are a plumber, CDL driver, or have experience installing septic drain fields, come join Duck Rooter and let's win together. We offer our players a full package that includes excellent weekly pay, paid holidays, health insurance, and new state-of-the-art equipment. Log on to duckduckrooter.com and click on the careers page to apply. That's duckduckrooter.com. Duck Rooter is an equal opportunity employer.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Duval! Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
Hicken here for Bow 9 Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden frequently called upon for his expert opinion. Currently one of a few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder of Bowden Eye. Visit Bowden Eye & Associates today and experience the difference, keeping the First Coast focused. That's Bowden Eye & Associates.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
It's storm season, and JEA is committed to keeping you informed. In the event of a storm, we'll text and email you about the status of your services. We use Facebook and Twitter to post real-time updates. Our live outage map on JEA.com lets you track restoration progress. And as crews work to restore services, our storm outreach team will be in local neighborhoods to answer your questions. Because as your community utility, JEA is here to keep you safe and connected. Your community, your utility.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
College football starts here. If you miss any great interviews and reactions from ACC Kickoff, you can catch up or listen again
at 1010XL.com.
Brought to you by the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234.
And Salvatore's Pizza at Tapestry Park.
Hey folks, Hicken here for Zero Res. You and I know Zero Res loves cleaning carpets in your home. But did you know Zero Res can also clean the carpets where you work? Take a look at the floors where you work, and if they need cleaning, suggest to the boss they call Zero Res. For the month of July, Zero Res offering 20% off all commercial carpet cleaning. Call Zero Res, and they'll come out and give you a free estimate on what it will take to get the job done. Zero Res, man, you spell it forward. Zero Res, you spell it backwards. Zero Res, it's the right way to clean.
Did you know a metal roof from Prime Roofing has the highest wind and impact ratings available? If you want a stronger roof, think metal. Think Prime Roofing. Learn more at primeroofingfl.com. That's primeroofingfl.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Calling all disc golf enthusiasts. Play It Again Sports Jacksonville wants your used discs. Now through June 29th, earn cash on the spot plus $5 in sports bucks for every $25 of disc golf gear we buy. Play It Again Sports also stocks new discs from your favorite brands like Innova, Discraft, Discmania, and more. Stop in today and shop our huge selection. Merrill Road near 295 in the Merrill Station Shopping Plaza or online at playitagainjacks.com.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting. 1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
There are limits to what I can say, but I can state that we will fight to protect the ACC and our members for as long as it takes. We are confident in this league and that it will remain a premier conference in college athletics for the long-term future. These disputes continue to be extremely damaging, disruptive, and incredibly harmful to the league, as well as overshadowing our student athletes and the incredible successes taking place on the field and within the conference.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. That's commissioner speak, but that's Jim Phillips. They're going to fight to keep FSU and Clemson to their word. That's how the ACC looks at it. He said every member of the conference willingly, eagerly signed that grant of rights deal that FSU and Clemson and others want out of now. So we shall see. Meanwhile, looking forward to some of the rich rivalries of ACC football this fall that go way back, hearken to the days of titles to be won, like SMU Wake Forest and Cal Boston College. I mean, nothing sells Saturday noon excitement like the rich, deep, long-running rivalry between Stanford and NC State. I mean, when I think college football and where it's won, I think of those two teams with, at one point, the exact same uniform. I'm just saying. If NC State went back to the old S on the helmet that they wore for a while, and Stanford and NC State played a noon ACC game in October, how long would it take you watching to figure out who was who?
Phillip Rivers wore the old S.
There you go.
Back at NC State.
I'll let them fight it out. FSU and Clemson are, this is a conversation to be had more than a real opinion to be thrown out there. And I'll just leave it like I said before. FSU and Clemson are right now kind of like the careful how I say this. They're like they're like the MVP of AAA. And what I mean by that is if the ACC and the Big 12 can't get as good as the Big 10 and the SEC, the two could combine, get rid of the riffraff, and still wouldn't be as good as the SEC and the Big 10. They just wouldn't. So as they are left, if FSU and Clemson stay in the ACC will be the third best football conference. If Clemson and FSU go to the Big 12, then the Big 12 will be the third best football conference. And we'll just see if it's smoke, poker, truth, that, the Big 10 and SEC aren't all that revved up, excited, or willing to take FSU or Clemson. So we shall see. Meanwhile, it's the football part that's excited. And for FSU, they get their attention early. Going to have to go through, a lot of the outside distractions to get the season opening. They head all the way over to Dublin, Ireland, where they'll take on Georgia Tech, and that game is just 1 month from this weekend.
Excited about the days that are ahead. We've got a great opener, kicking off, in Dublin, Ireland, to kick off the college football season, and doing so against a very talented opponent in Georgia Tech.
And with this ACC opener and all of those other situations surrounding it, he gets his team attention quick.
There is an ultimate sense of urgency around our program to be able to get off to the best start that we possibly can. So excited about the steps ahead, and looking forward to getting back on the practice field here this week.
There's really Mike Norvell has taken this program real quick to a place we didn't think they were getting back to. That's fair. A lot of heat on this dude out of the gates, and with the lack of quick progress that they were making. Last year's 13-0 season not rewarded. With a playoff opportunity. The timing is everything. If that was this year, they'd be automatically in because we go to a 12-teamer. But dealing with that disappointment, a lot of personnel turnover, what makes that the number one goal in 2024?
Our objective this year is just to go get better. Coming off 13-0 regular season and championship game, it was something that was really a special experience for our entire program. But it sets the stage and opportunity for us to continue to push and continue to elevate this program to ultimately where it deserves to be, and that's among the nation's elite.
I've discovered this letter in the drill files. Let me read this to you. Get it out here.
What you got there?
Dear Mike, how is it possible for a power program to be a power program again? Sign, Billy Napier.
There's an ultimate belief and investment in the processes that are necessary. And, it starts with the work. It always starts with the work. And, everybody will talk about, especially this time of year, about wanting to win a championship. But are you willing to do the things necessary? If it's just starting today or tomorrow, you probably missed out on it. But it's a 365-day commitment on making that investment in whether it's on the field, whether it's in the weight room, whether it's in the classroom, in every aspect of just being the best you.
All right, so the Canes meet the media, I believe today. We'll get the official vote by the media on this year's ACC race. FSU will be the pick to win the conference. I'm guessing DJ Uiagalelei is going to be the off-conference quarterback. I'm not positive. It could be Cam Ward at Miami, I guess. I mean, either way, you're looking at a league that most likely is going to offer their maybe first and second team all-conference quarterbacks, first-year transfer starters at their schools. We'll see. We'll see if that's the case. But that's Mike Norvell. Yesterday at ACC kickoff, the Noles have reestablished themselves as cream of the crop on Tobacco Road. I feel you, Braves fan. I'm with you, man. It's depressing. It's hard. It's a hard watch right now. That team that they're running out night after night, that's like a 70-win baseball team. Like if this were the Braves lineup, especially in a year where they need some guys to step up who looks like they are just going to refuse to step up. Matt Olson's career year last year is going to be followed by one of his worst in the last handful of years. Austin Riley can't get consistently going. They're injured to beat the band. You know that already. They don't have any position players really hitting over 250. The Adam Duvall well is bone dry.
Yes, it is. 183.
It's just time to let Adam Duvall was twice in his career was a great impact to the Braves and made them better. He now makes them worse every time he crosses the chalk line. And by the way, there's nothing behind him any better. They're putting piecemeal deals, calling up guys that aren't ready for the major leagues. Their pitching staff is really down to just 2 or 3 guys. They can't win every single time out. You get spoiled by a guy like Ronaldo Lopez, who last night was the loser because he dared give up 3 or 4 runs. And so, I feel I'm not, what I'm getting this morning in the text line is I'm giving up, or, that's it, or I'm pulling the plug. Knock yourself out. I'll see if they make the wild card. I mean, without some additions or some personnel coming back, a hot streak of some sort. This is coming out of the All-Star break with a homestand, barely beating the Cardinals to win 1 out of 3, and then dropping the opener to the Reds. At some point, if you're going to be big boy baseball team, you got to play some big boy baseball, and the Braves are going to keep falling. I don't know how far. Perhaps completely out of the wild card. I don't know. Oh, no Fried, no Strider, no Acuna, no Harris, no Albies? No chance. Give me a couple of those guys back at least. Anywho, LeBron literally carried USA to a win yesterday. I got lucky yesterday. I got great timing when it comes to catching these off sports. And just in the middle of the afternoon yesterday on Fox National, there's the USA basketball team taking on Germany. And I'm like, oh, wow, the USA's only up 5. And before I knew it, Germany had gone on a run in the middle of the fourth quarter. They had a 5-point lead over Team USA. Germany's got some talent. Listen, none of these teams, we pull out these role players in the NBA that make up these other countries like that makes them legitimate. We're literally trotting out the all-star team. I'm glad they've got Tice and Schroeder, but come on, man. But it was right down to the end. But LeBron scored the last 11 of the game and just put him on his back and won the game. And USA's 5-0 in these tune-ups. So we've talked about. I said it yesterday. It looks like they're going to lose. Maybe not the gold medal, but a game. We'll see. Man, you want to know who I feel for a little bit, man? This is not going to be hopefully the fan base, the golf world gets the news, and they just let the kid go play back in the woods on these, on this junior tour scene and just leave him alone a little bit. You know what I'm talking about?
Who's that?
Charlie Woods.
Oh, Tiger's son?
Charlie Woods is in the U.S. Junior Amateur. He qualified for the U.S. Junior Am, and so they play just stroke play golf for 2 rounds, and then the top 64 advance to the match play, right? And our guy from Miles Russell, it was 2 under yesterday. He's the 7th best scorer. He'll make it to the match play, no problem. Not so much for Charlie Woods. I think there's 264 players in the field, and Charlie was 236 yesterday, and he had a big gallery following him around, and it's just a level of attention and pressure that his game isn't ready for and probably will never be.
Who has more pressure on him to live up to it, being anywhere close to their dad, Charlie or Bronny?
The answer is going to be Bronny, because Bronny's going to be playing on a bigger stage where you're going to be able to note his progress, while Charlie Woods, unless he ever qualifies for anything, will be forgotten. The Charlie Woods phenomenon will go away real quick, whereas Bronny is going to be front and center in L.A. I mean, there's so many storylines with the Bronny that I think that pressure, that eye on his progress will stay the same. And in fairness, Bronny's way ahead of where Charlie Woods is in terms of the sport that he's playing and trying to be the best in the world at. All right, Bronny's a much better basketball player than Woods is a golfer, much more accomplished at least. All right, we'll put the football fix on hold. We'll tee that up a little bit later this morning. We'll clear the table. All hands on deck. The Hicken arrival and more come your way next. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Our reward is that justice has been done.
Wherever there is injustice, you will find us.
Wherever liberty is threatened, you will find
1010XL. Yeah! Jacksonville Sports Radio. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Prosser here. As you may or may not know by now, I did the research and decided to go with Jack's Concrete Coatings for my garage floor. OMG, as the kids would say. I can't begin to tell you how good it looks, how happy we are. We brag on it anytime someone walks in the garage. They had the job finished in one day with a lifetime warranty. That's right. As the certified Pintech dealer for North Florida, the only company offering pure polyurea, I can't wait to do my patio deck next. Call 862-2000. That's the number, 862-2000, or jacksconcretecoatings.com.
Former Jaguars corner and first-year head football coach at Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows, K-12, Aaron Beasley here. Are you looking for an A-rated K-12 school prioritizing academics, arts, and athletics? Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows offers a rigorous curriculum to develop strong minds with an additional focus on growing good hearts. DCSB has been an A school for 8 years, and our tuition is free. Now enrolling. Apply at baymeadowscharter.org.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
When it comes to towing products, your safety on the road is the priority at Cannons of Jacksonville. Whether it's a heavy-duty tow hitch, trailer frame, wiring, gooseneck, tow bar, or any other towing accessory, Cannons has decades of experience to ensure your towing setup is installed with precision and reliability. Visit cannonsofjacks.com to explore a range of products and schedule your installation. Cannons of Jacksonville, your trusted partner for a smoother tow.
Bolt City Heating and Air is here to keep you cool this summer. Anytime, any day, whenever you need fast, reliable air conditioning service. Their friendly technicians have fully stocked work vans, so they can get your AC done on-site the same day. Rely on a family-owned, Jacksonville-grown company this summer to keep your home cooling system working smarter, not harder. Experience the Bolt difference. Visit BoltCityAC.com to schedule your service appointment. BoltCityAC.com.
Hey there, Weekend Warriors. It's Matt Hayes. Sick of that slice? Tired of those three putts? What if I told you your handicap isn't about your swing, it's about your weight? Why not take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with the Waco 180? We're talking 10 strokes off by August, getting your tour card by September, winning your first major, year one. Think about it. Fame, fortune, and most important, winning $5 off your buddy because you, sir, are closest to the pin. Taking strokes off your game is just about 40 pounds away at Awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken 180 does not guarantee an immediate 10 strokes off your score, receiving a tour card, or the ability to control the weather. Individual results may vary. Your newfound athleticism might cause jealousy among your foursome, leading to accusations of steroid use. Awaken is not responsible for defending your honor in the clubhouse. Awaken 180 cannot guarantee that your newfound golf prowess will lead to a sponsorship deal, but we can't not guarantee it either. Awaken 180 is not responsible for any dramatic fist pumps or unsolicited golf tips you give to strangers. Awaken 180 does not offer refunds for any lost wagers made on your improved golf game. Bet wisely, my friend. Strokes off your game by dropping pounds off your frame. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Hicken here for Bout 9 Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden is frequently called upon for his expert opinion. He is currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder of Bout 9. Visit Bout 9 Associates today and experience the difference. Bout 9 Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
Hey
folks, it's Jennifer Marion. Randy Marion Cadillac is the pinnacle of luxury in the First Coast area.
And guess what? We've got the all-new Cadillac Lyriq with $16,000 off MSRP.
That's right. You pick the color and drive away today in ultimate style.
Experience the future of driving with the Cadillac Lyriq. Electric, elegant, and exhilarating.
Visit us online at RandyMarionCadillacofJacksonville.com or come see us on Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
Don't miss out on this unbeatable deal. Plus tax tag title $8.99 admin fee and resist all.
Tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Brackish Vodka, the official vodka of UNF Athletics, 100% made in Jacksonville, is available at all local liquor stores. Visit Browdy's, Total Wine, ABC, Shores, Golden, Sahara's, Golden Ox, and more. Drink our gluten-free San Francisco Spirit award-winning vodka and see why it's the smoothest vodka you can buy. When you drink Brackish Vodka, you support all of our local employees and all the money stays in Jacksonville. Drink Brackish Vodka and live life slightly salty. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips got yesterday's media days kicked off by addressing the elephant in the room concerning FSU and Clemson.
But I can state that we will fight to protect the ACC and our members for as long as it takes.
As the team prepares to head to training camp, former Jaguar running back Fred Taylor, appearing on 1010XL The Drill, commented on the need for the offensive line to step it up.
You would hope that these guys are the unit so that ETN can go out there and do his thing, and the run game can help take some pressure off Trevor.
Trevor Lawrence is ranked among the NFL's best. Lawrence was ranked number 94 on NFL Film's top 100 players of 2024. NFL players voted on the list for a fourth consecutive year. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
78 degrees at 7 o'clock. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir!
But you do want to work.
Super Tuesday! Woo! Today we vote.
Do you vote today?
Yes.
Yeah, I know we're getting close on stuff, so I'm going to stop making.
On the president.
You vote on the president?
The United States. Today's the day, isn't it?
Oh, no.
No?
No, stop it.
I thought we were done.
First of all, I don't even know if we have like a matchup yet. That's still TBD.
No matchups yet?
We haven't called the righty from the bullpen yet, so I don't even know what's going on there.
What happened to the...
It's a sugar show.
What happened to the will of the people? Like the people decide who gets to be...
Right, yeah, like
I guess
have a primary and determine which Democrat you want. Yeah, if I'm one of the other Democrats, I'd be ticked right now.
I would say this, like, why can't they do this? And
Whatever, I don't care.
No, but why can't they do this, like on Sunday before the convention?
Yeah.
Who wants to be president on the Democratic side? These three Democrats.
Okay.
All right. Well, they have a debate, and then on Wednesday we vote, and then on Thursday we ratify.
It's not that hard.
Can we do that?
It's not that hard.
Can we let the people decide?
I mean, American Idol does it.
What
I
else?
don't. Yeah, whatever, dude.
It's weird to me.
I don't. Yeah, weird's to put it mildly. I wouldn't mind if we just had like a complete, like we did some executive order where we completely flushed Washington and we just start over with new people and new faces and different visions.
Yeah.
Because the ones that are there just nauseate you. And it doesn't matter which side you're on. The other side is just so crazy.
No, it is cray-cray. And
then the media shows the fringe 5% on each side as if that's the normal part, and they erase and stir up the middle ground, which, is like still the way, way, way big majority. It's a fascinating.
It is fascinating.
Scene. Anyway.
And then
thankfully we have sports, unless you're a Braves fan, and that's not so thankful these days either.
I've got an idea. I can fix the Braves.
Can you please? Please do.
Especially heading into the series with the Mets.
I don't trust you. Why would I think you're going to fix the Braves? I'll fix you. That's what you mean.
You got some more Mets cast-offs for us.
No, I've scouted a kid for you that I think could really help your club.
For you? Does he play for you?
No, he's in your system.
Oh.
His name is Francisco Vicioso.
Okay. I mean,
he's 19 years old.
I mean, we're not going to.
He's in the Dominican Summer League. He's thrown 3 innings.
Yeah, I saw this
walked
story.
28.
Yeah, I saw it. My son showed me this. I thought it was a joke, a screenshot or something.
He's
yeah.
He's got a 60 ERA, and he's got 35 wild pitches.
Did you see last year's
Let's
two-thirds?
get Francisco up here.
That's career. Look at one year he pitched 2/3 of an inning and he walked 20 guys, dude. Like, how are you sure you're got the right guy? I mean, it seems impossible that you could walk that many guys in 3 innings. Was it 3 innings, 35 walks? Is that what it was?
Yes.
He also gave up a bunch of hits and runs too.
Yeah.
And he's also hit like 12 guys. I mean, what is going on with this dude?
He's
I
unreal.
think that's like fake.
It must be.
Yeah. That's got to be fake.
And then, of course, just to tie in the whole craziness in Washington, make it sports, let's not forget about what Nick Castellanos does on these days.
We did that yesterday. The whole list, just
it's unbelievable, man. What a
Castellanos is homered on like all these weird days, like Bin Laden died, president shot, all kinds of weird things
all the time.
Yeah, but I wondered if you didn't go deep analytics and pulled up a lot of home run guys, if you could find something similar, not the same days.
They were almost waiting for him to do it the other night. Though.
Yeah, it did seem that way.
This is the day that Castellanos has got to come through.
A little bit of ambulance chasing. You have a poll question right out the gates here? Well, give me that, because then I have a question I'm going to poll one person, you.
All right. It's our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day, brought to you by the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Dream Finders Homes, 20-plus Jacksonville communities in the best locations. Quality built homes, you can call your own. Just go to dreamfindershomes.com. As we head into training camp, what young Jaguars player takes the biggest step forward this fall? I give you 4 options. You pick who you think is going to be the best, take the biggest step forward. Tank Bigsby, Brenton Strange, Devin Lloyd, Cooper Hodges. I threw Devin Lloyd in there because I think there's more in there, a lot more.
And Lloyd has some things that's been among the best in the league.
He's more accomplished than the other 3,
for sure. There's certain categories. Like I saw, he's had more pass breakups than any linebacker in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
We had a stat earlier this offseason that surprised us, or a list that surprised us. Either it was a grade, it was something that had to do with Lloyd.
Yeah.
I would say, just because I think the guy who has the highest ceiling of impact is Lloyd, I'd say Lloyd. But he's already progressed to a point we'd like the other guys to get to.
Yeah.
Lloyd,
like if Brenton Strange, Hodges.
If Strange could do what Lloyd has already done, that would be a big improvement.
Yeah.
As far as impact.
Yeah.
Playmaking.
Well, we have 300 votes. Devin Lloyd is your leader, 56.4. Tank Bigsby second. Cooper Hodges third. Brenton Strange, not a lot of faith in.
My fear is that he's the only one in that group who's any good. That's my fear.
Yeah. For a limited time on Select Move-In Ready Homes, Dreamfinders Homes offering an amazing 3.99% interest rate in year 1 of your mortgage. Go to dreamfindershomes.com and grab
What would you consider, as a longtime Jaguars observer and fan and season ticket holder and mogul?
Yes.
What's a successful season for Dan Hicken when we get to February and you look back? If I told you right now, like, what's the minimum if I offered you it right now, you would take it? We're not to a point where I'm not taking any offers. I want a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think as fans of this franchise, and really fans of any team, you never poo-poo a playoff year. Like, a playoff year is
and so that's enough. Jags are a wild card and lose their first playoff game. Are you okay with that?
I'm not okay with it. I wouldn't be okay with it when it happens, but when I look back at it, I'll say, look, we went to the postseason. We took another step. We got to be in the postseason every year.
You know what, and that's a great point. Let's circle back to that one in a second. So that would be your answer? Be a playoff team that's that simple?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's okay. I'm not criticizing your answer. I'm fine with that. For some, I mean, there's a segment of the fan base that it's like, we need to make it to the Super Bowl.
I get it.
I get it too. I think
I got no problem with that.
I don't know if it would be rewarding just from the standpoint that we get to keep working all the way into the playoffs. We get to stay relevant. We get to set the table for next year at a much higher, starting point. So there's a lot that it would be a positive from just going to the playoffs, even as a wild card and losing. There would be positives to that. It wouldn't feel like it at the time. But as we start, you know what to me would be fulfilling?
What?
Take the division back from the Titans.
Yeah.
I mean, from the Texans.
Yeah.
And win a playoff game. I'm okay with that.
That would be great.
And take the division back, and it means you host a game and you don't win that game. I don't know if that'd feel much different than being a wild card and losing. I think if they lose the first playoff game, it's not going to matter much how you got there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you get the wild card weekend, you want to get a dub.
For sure.
Go.
And I think that these, and by the way, those levels of acceptance, I don't know what the word is, fulfillment.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice that those are actually, that crosses with the line of reality. There've been too many years what would define a successful season you couldn't get to. There are teams in the league that they won't get to. I don't know what they're hoping for as success in Carolina, but newsflash, they're not reaching it.
Well, USA Today put out their record projections, 2024 record projections. Did you see this?
I have not.
Yeah, I saw it. I was going to bring it up with him, but go ahead. It's interesting.
Yeah, so they have the Chiefs, the Bengals, the Colts, and the Jets all winning the divisions in the AFC. The Chiefs, the Bengals, the Colts, and the Jets.
Swimming against the stream a little bit with the Colts. That's
playoff team, or wild card teams 5, 6, and 7 would be the Bills, the Jags, and the Browns.
Nice. You know what I love about that? Hey, CJ, put that in your megaphone.
They do have them at 9 and 8, but out.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Tough guys down there in Houston. Five-headed monsters. They're all 5 dead.
Yeah. So that would be now the only thing that's going to make you go, oh, God, this is stupid, is that they have the Jets and the Packers in the Super Bowl with the Jets beating the Packers.
I think that's a little bit of like dream scenario stuff working there. Listen.
They have the Chiefs as the 1 seed, the Jets as the 2, the Colts as a 3, the Bengals as a 4. They have the Colts 11 and 6. I don't agree with that.
I'm bigger. I like the Colts more. Not like, but I think the Colts are better than I think most think they are.
I would be shocked if they go 11 and 6.
The Colts, I think, this year for me would be where I was last year on the Rams, and there didn't seem to be many that believe the Rams could be any good. And I ask why. What's missing from the Colts? Why do you not think the quarterback?
Well,
not knowing the quarterback.
Play a whole year.
What if he's good? Like if he comes in and he plays the whole year.
Who are their receivers?
Well, they got Michael Pittman Jr. They just.
Does he wow you?
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't wow me. To me, he's a possession guy.
I think he would be the best, certainly the best receiver on our team.
Did they draft the guy?
In the division. They added another guy at receiver, but I don't know.
Is he way better than Christian Kirk?
I think he's better than Christian Kirk. I'm not saying he's way better. I think Michael Pittman is a level up of that.
Yeah, he doesn't like make me.
You've never been big on him.
He's okay.
I hear you.
He's good.
I'm not saying he's Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
They drafted A.D. Mitchell.
A.D. Mitchell.
Yeah. Well, if he hits, that would be a good one. But again, you got to hit. Michael Pittman Jr. last year missed one game. He was 14th in receiving yards. He had 1152.
Now listen, how many do you have? How many catches?
11 catches. He had 109
for 1152.
For 1152.
Yeah. Evan Ingram. He's good. He's good. He's not one of the elite to me. You never hear his name. I don't never hear his name mentioned with the elite.
I guess it depends on who you are putting in the elite. I think he's every bit DJ Moore, Nico Collins, Mari Cooper,
second level.
For sure.
Yeah, not the cream of the crop.
I love Christian Kirk. He's a hard worker. Yeah. He's our best, but he's in the 30s, bro.
Where's Pittman?
I think he's in that 1 to 15. I mean that.
Oh, you do?
I do. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, you're also getting down there where these are also similar. Pickens, Olave, DK Metcalf, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen. They're all real similar, right?
Yeah.
Week to week, they can have a big game.
All right. Well, anyway, in the NFC, just in this USA Today records pick, they have the Niners 13-4, the Packers 13-4 as a 2 seed, the Eagles as a 3 seed 10-7, and the Falcons winning the division at 9-8. One game better than the Saints and the Bucks at 8-9. Cowboys missed the playoffs 8-9. Oh, goodness gracious.
I think the Falcons will be better than 9-8.
They have the Packers beating the Lions. Lions out at 11-6. They have the Bears at 9-8 and in the postseason.
For the rookie quarterback, that would be the C.J. Stroud route.
Yes, and then they have the Rams at 10-7 as the 6th seed. So it's the Rams, the Lions, and the Bears as their wild card team. So interesting.
That sounds a lot like last year, except take out the Bears.
Now, I will say this about the Colts. If AR is the player that some want him to be and expect him to be, and he could do I'll liken this 1-2 punch to what they have in Baltimore. I mean, AR and Jonathan Taylor would be a tough duo to stop running the football.
I will say this about AR.
Yeah.
He ain't going to be pretty.
Right.
He's going to be constantly criticized every week. Did you see this ugly play or that? But if he stays healthy, Dan, he'll be productive. He'll throw for 3,500 yards. He'll run for 1,000. He'll produce 30 touchdowns. It won't always be pretty. His passer rating may stink. His completion percentage may be 58%. But he will produce.
I think I like what you say, except I don't. I think you just threw out he won't run for 1,000 yards. Now, I want to see what he ran for you last year.
Well, I said 800, but I thought I said 800, but I might not have.
He could run for a lot of touchdowns like Cam because he's a guy he's a thumper, right?
Yeah.
But let me see what he ran for last year in his limited time. He didn't play much, right? What did he play, like 3 games?
Gardner Minshew threw for 3,300 last year and and didn't play the whole year.
Yeah, 25 for 136 in 4 games. So
they weren't running him much then.
But he did have 4 touchdowns.
I think as he gets comfortable, though, Dan, here's what we will see out of him. We're going to see one of those Sundays. They're going to take you to Indy. He's going to get around the end. He's going to out-sprint everybody 80 yards. We're going to see one of those.
Well, I like to.
If he doesn't pull his, snap his Achilles halfway there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a big unknown with Anthony Richardson, and I'm not going to get into a tit for tat with all you, QB scientists out there that tell me how flawed he is. No one's saying that.
Yeah.
But the potential is obviously there. He was taken in the top 4.
It's weird. At 4 games, he only threw it 84 times. Now he came out of one of those games. I guess is what I'm.
He was, I think, being well received.
Just no way of telling. Yeah, he had some moments.
No, he was not. He wasn't.
He battled us week 1.
100%. Did he not go win in Houston?
Is that the game he got hurt in?
Didn't he
They were 2-2 early.
Yeah.
One of the games he left early though. He got hurt and then he came back and then he got hurt again. So
even the Jags game right out of the gates that happened.
Yeah. So again, he got a long way. We got a lot to see from Anthony. But anyway, we're wishing him well, except for when he plays the Jags. All right, let's do this. We got a lot to do today, so let's grab a break. We'll get rocking and rolling. Brunch with the tour.
I think you and I had the same miserable total this week, so we will remain,
Thank God for
20,
John. Thank God John Rahm came alive a little bit.
There is some rumor right now in the backroom dealings. This is a lot like a PIF, PGA Tour meeting.
Yes.
There are some rumors that the integrity of the entire process this year has just been destroyed by the long-time absence of ET, and that perhaps the wheel spin should not be the ultimate punishment this year, that there should be something else.
That's just what I'm saying. Around. I don't know.
I know this. I do know this. If Gibby somehow failed and we caught up and ET was in last, it wouldn't be bebopping in and spinning the wheel. Why do I know that? Right? He's not here. Would have been him. I mean, this is for me to risk myself to a wheel that has claimed me a half dozen at least times. Then ET has to be part of the process. He has to be at risk.
I like this backroom talk.
It's backroom negotiating. There's cigar smoke. I'll let you know how it goes.
All right.
Come back with we got a lot of little cool, sometimes cool, but we got some headlines from the sports world.
Headlines are everywhere.
Yeah, so we'll get into that and more with the 10-minute drill. That's coming up next. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Don't just watch the position, learn the position.
Denny Thompson is the quarterback whisperer, and he knows.
We invite you into the lab so that you can truly learn the quarterback position.
Friday mornings on The Drill, brought to you by Tyson Sound and Security and George Moore Chevrolet on 1010XL.
Hey folks, Hicken here for Zero Res. You and I know Zero Res loves cleaning carpets in your home. But did you know Zero Res can also clean the carpets where you work? Take a look at the floors where you work. They need cleaning. Suggest to the boss they call Zero Res. Why? Because the month of July, Zero Res offered 20% off all commercial carpet cleaning. Call Zero Res. They'll come out. They'll give you a free estimate on what it will take to get the job done. Zero Res, man. Spell it forward. Zero Res, you spell it backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
Now that's what I call high quality H2O. If you want high quality water in your home at a fair price, that won't scare you to death? Then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. Contact your local water boy, Keith. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the Waterboy at waterboyjack.com.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
If you're an experienced, skilled plumber or welder that's MedGas certified and you're tired of working for a company that just doesn't treat you right, Local 234 is the place for you. Their pay is the best in the business. You'll walk away with $35.09 an hour in your pocket. With benefits, that's just over $50 an hour. Local 234 has been around since 1901, and that means something. Visit UA234.com to send your resume. Local 234. Make the right connection.
It's time to fire up your grill, shoot off some fireworks, and launch one of the biggest sales in the history of the United States. It's our independent sale happening right now at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet. Whether you drive a car, a truck, or an EV, everyone is welcome to celebrate our independent sale with the lowest prices, largest inventory, and the most love for our country. Come celebrate with Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. You don't want to miss this.
Calling all fun-loving citizens of Northeast Florida. Freedom Boat Club needs your help. Lisa the Botanista has gone missing. She left a note that said gone boating. But here's the thing. Freedom Boat Club has 4 local locations. Julington Creek, Jax Beach, and 2 in St. Augustine. And over 400 locations across the world. That's a lot of water to cover. Is she water skiing on the Ozarks, whale watching in the Pacific, or island hopping in Spain? Or hiding right here at the Black Creek Rope Swing? Or docking at the Conch House? Wait, has anyone checked Fort George Island? Too much to do on the water. So Freedom Boat Club is offering our best discount of all time, so you can help search. You simply make your reservation, show up, and have fun. I gotta go. I'm hopping on a boat to the fish camp for live music and lunch. Maybe I'll find the Botanista there. Or better yet, maybe you'll join us with the best discount ever and enjoy boating made simple. Don't blame us when you start playing hooky too. Visit freedomboatclub.com.
Craving a cold one? Well, zip into one of the great gate locations you see all over town and pick up a cold Bud Light, or a Natty, or an Ultra, maybe a 12-pack of the King of Beers, or some cold Coronas. It's all happening at your local gate convenience store. Slide on in today.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by Jack's Concrete Coatings.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1010XL.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, sports concepts and rationalizations coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out what we call a prize pack. It was once deemed as razzle-dazzle by the artist formerly known as E, who continues to be on the mend. So, Gibby, what are we handing out today?
Lunch for 2 at Tropical Smoothie. That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah, call at the end of the drill. It's 641-1010. Look, Mike Norvell's in a tough spot. He can't, so in terms of FSU at the ACC Media Days, the ACC commissioner comes out, he bang, 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 harsh words. I get it. I mean, he should.
And by the way, I understand the ACC.
Yeah.
Y'all all signed this
twice. You signed it twice.
I don't get where FSU and Clemson even think they're coming from.
Well, it's like I say, I understand both. I understand FSU saying, hey, wait a minute now. We're getting this many million, but the boys that we're competing with are getting this many million. That doesn't work. But come out and say, well, here's a new plan. We bring in the most, so you give us the most. That doesn't fly. And then from the ACC's vantage point, it's like, all right, but if you do, you're going to pay this. I mean, so it's all. We're all just killing the golden goose slowly. We're all just eating our own. That's what's happening in college sports, and ultimately we'll see what happens.
You know, at the end of the day, they Clemson and FSU, it took some foresight in today's college football landscape.
Mm-hmm.
There was foresight by Oklahoma and Texas to get while they're getting right now to the SEC.
Yeah.
Some foresight by those teams in the Pac-12. Clemson and FSU showed none. They showed none.
Mm-hmm.
And they've sat now and watched a very mediocre football conference develop around them, and now they're screwed. If the Big 12 and SEC, if the Big 10 and SEC don't want FSU, they just got to sit tight. And by the way, not get better. There's no one left to get.
Well, yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
And where are you going to go? Like I said earlier, to me it seems to be defined like this. There's nothing the Big 12 or the ACC could do. They could combo, and they're not going to be really nearly as good as the Big 10 or the SEC. There's nothing they can do. Forget taking a couple from one and adding them to another. You could get rid of half of them, put the best 16 together, and they still wouldn't be anywhere near the SEC and the Big 10.
In football.
In football, correct.
Other sports, yeah.
And really the other sports we've never considered the whole time anyway.
Yeah.
So there's no options for FSU and Clemson. Their best option is for the rest of the conference to start playing freaking football.
What would Notre Dame mean to the conference?
A ton. It would put them a lot close. It would definitely. I think with Clemson and FSU, they're better than the Big 12. The Big 12 did a good job of staying. Pop quiz music.
Yeah.
The Big 12 did a good job of staying alive.
Yeah.
But don't get it twisted. They look like the Mountain West or somebody. They don't have. I need you to tell me the teams in the Big 12, if you would, please.
UCF.
UCF is correct. Bonus points if you tell me where they are picked in the conference. I'm looking at the conference media poll. So
UCF is 8th.
They are 8th. Did you look at this?
No.
Okay, they're 8th. Yeah, they are 8th. What happened to the national titles? They got to a big league. They're only 8th?
Oh, we better beat them then.
Yeah, we'll see. We're 13th, friend.
You want more?
Do you want to name
Houston.
the teams? Or do you want me to just go through?
Houston.
There's a couple things shocking.
TCU, Texas Tech.
Yeah, you'll get them.
Yeah.
The bottom line
Cincinnati.
is... Yeah. Utah.
Yeah.
BYU.
Yeah.
Houston. Arizona State. Arizona. Utah is the pick to win the Big 12.
Okay.
And after them, man, Kansas State will flare up every now and then. This this conference can't get any better. Like there's nothing. Like there's no sleeping giant here. Even there's just nothing. You want to know what's shocking? Shocking is who's picked 12, 13, 14, and 15.
Okay.
Baylor is 12, BYU is 13, Cincinnati is 14, and Houston's 15.
Mm-hmm.
So BYU, Cincinnati, and Houston, that's who the Big 12 went and snared. Looks like it really raised their basement. And Arizona State's another one. They're picked 16th.
Yeah.
As for the newcomers, Utah is picked 1st. Arizona is picked 5th. Colorado picked 11th.
Colorado.
Yeah, that Dion the vibe didn't hold. Didn't have staying power, did it?
Well, we'll
wonder
see.
what their schedule looks like. Don't they start with a like a Nebraska or something? Don't they have some sort of?
They start with like one of those Dakotas who are always good that you always upset
be
teams.
careful.
So be careful.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna double check.
Yes, they do. They start with North Dakota State.
Yeah, so
August
it's like,
29th.
Yeah, so it's like one of those. You better be careful. You look up. It's like Iowa State will play them every year and lose to them, or whoever. Iowa be in a dogfight with them. So.
Doesn't it feel like, though, that it already looks like it seems words trickling out that FSU and Clemson don't have a plan. They're not going to be able to say by August 15th we're leaving.
No,
unless they go independent.
It's interesting. We had Irish O'Fell on, and he said the one thing we do know is that FSU is going to leave the ACC, and I'm not at this point out. Where if there's nowhere to go, why would you leave? You can't.
Unless there's some poker being played, and either the Big Ten or the SEC will take FSU. And who knows about the truth?
Also
there,
true.
Right, because we keep putting out these smoke screens. Well, these conferences don't want them.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just some SEC and Big Ten snob starting that kind of. I think
Colorado does not have a tough schedule, by the way. Now, again, it's because of the teams that we just talked about that they play North Dakota State. You got to be careful. Then they play Nebraska. And I think Matt Rule will have them better. Then they have Colorado State. Then they have Baylor. Do any of these scare you? Central Florida, K-State's a good team.
You have a lot of
Arizona, Cincinnati, Texas Tech, Utah. They do have Kansas, Oklahoma State.
You know what the Big 12 is?
What?
The Big 12 is made up. I can almost to a team. It's made up of teams that have a great year every 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
Think to wit. Houston will throw an undefeated at you once every blue moon. Yeah. Cincinnati was in the playoff. BYU every 30 years will win a natty. Baylor every 30 years will flare up. Colorado will have a magical year. TCU just had one. Texas Tech had a near undefeated year with Crabtree and the boys. UCF won a natty. West Virginia brought Major Harris. They have like 1 year in their almost in their history.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, as far as FSU, again, the off-the-field stuff will dominate, but they do have a football, and they have a big football game in Dublin. That's another be
dicey.
Careful. Georgia Tech's was good last year.
And they've, look, Georgia Tech put a hammer on UCF in the bowl game. And they've got that Haynes King, the transfer from Texas A&M. And by the end of the year, he was pretty good for Tech. This is a dangerous opener for FSU. Yeah. And it's made even more dangerous because of their reaction to the end of last year. There is a carryover. Like if FSU goes out and loses this game, even though it's apples and oranges, there will be those that attach it to their being left out a year ago.
Good point. Hey, Gibby, can we get Dan Hicken stat of the day music, please? Thank you, friend. We'll get that up as I share some sports concepts and rationalizations. I'll ask you this question as I present to you the Dan Hicken stat of the day once Gibby gets it. Jeff, who had 3 hits Friday, 3 hits Saturday, 3 hits Sunday, and 3 hits Monday?
His name is Hicken. He's an information revelation. It's Dan Hicken, stat of the day.
He had 3 hits on Friday.
Yeah, it's Bobby Witt Jr.
3 hits on Saturday, 3 hits on Sunday, and 3 hits last night. And he could have had the cycle, but he got kerplunked, and then he popped up. He hit a home run, a triple, and a double last night. And he's got 10 doubles, I think, here in July. So we always talk about how hard the triples are to get. Did I say doubles? I meant triples. 10 triples already in July. I've said it. I think he's the best young player in baseball.
He looks it to me.
He's
unreal.
Yeah, he's really good. He's a good, he's a 5-tool guy is what he is. He can run. He can hit with power. Anyway, so he's a guy to keep an eye on. And they're getting a Cy Young-like season from Seth Lugo, former Met, who never want to give him a chance to start. Oof. And there he is, Bobby Witt Jr. He had a nice game last night. So
how's him and Cags going to work in that lineup? That'll be pretty good.
Yeah, that's right. You throw Cags in over there at first base. So watch out. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good group, man. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. But that was from baseball last night. Bobby Witt Jr.
He's just yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, and he just has the look. He just got that, like the body types, the big, strong, long swing, hits everything.
Yeah.
They did kind of. Torey Lovullo was right though. There was a situation. He was a single shy of the cycle, and they hit him. Why are you gonna hit that guy? It makes no sense.
Do you know who Jonathan Owens is?
Jonathan Owens. I do know that name. I just saw that name.
Okay. Yeah, you probably then saw this story.
That just yeah. It's not the.
Sounds like a backup cornerback.
It's not like the equestrian dude, is it?
No, Jonathan Owens is a safety for the Chicago Bears.
Oh, yeah. It's Biles.
But better known as Simone Biles' husband. And the Bears are letting him miss 7 training camp practices so he can go to the Olympics and watch his wife compete in Paris.
Yeah, that's also known as the first wave of cuts. That's what we call that. I mean, come on, man.
He had 11 starts last year in Green Bay.
Okay.
He's competing for a backup safety role behind Kevin Byard.
The only thing you need to hear from that whole paragraph is the word backup.
Oh, dear.
And in my world, backups ought not take Olympic trips. Honey, I'll be watching every night. I love you. FaceTime me after my two-a-days. What are we doing?
Oh, no. Cut day. Yeah, we've let John Owens go. Oof.
Yeah, that's what that is. That's just an early cut.
Who did we have here, the husband of the runner?
Yeah,
Ross?
Ross. And Challenger, what was her name?
No. Sonia? Richards Ross? Or?
Yeah, you're right. Oh, no.
Anyway,
you're a big swimming guy. Like you're the.
Yeah, that's you're right, Dan. Sonia Richards Ross.
I saw the story. Did you see the story about the equestrian dude?
But remember, he watched the event.
Yeah, we did the whole training camp, syrupy sweet.
Aaron Ross.
Yeah, Aaron
and he was the one that said his time here was a vacation.
Yeah, he's part of what was wrong with Jacksonville for a lot of years. People came here just to enjoy that Florida sun, make one last check.
Oof.
I saw the weirdest Olympic, and there'll be so many great stories of just like the personal stories from the Olympics. The Olympics start this weekend, gang. But this one I saw is bizarre. There's this dude for the U.S. equestrian team. Okay. Made his first Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
He's back in the Olympics this year. It's his 5th Olympiad.
Yeah.
His first Olympics, 1984.
Wow.
I'm going to suggest to you that if you are a, quote, athlete in a sport that you can play 40 years after your debut, that you're not really in a sport at all and it shouldn't be in the Olympics.
Or
you see breakdancing's in the Olympics. That'll be fun.
Yeah,
you should have signed up for that.
Don't get me started. Or, I should have. Maybe, shocking, this 61-year-old from Jacksonville in the hunt for gold.
He's gone with the Bee Gees staying alive. I don't know how he's going to pull this off.
Nothing screams amateur Olympian to me like LeBron James. So I thought that was a great move.
He carried the team yesterday. I will say that.
I know, but he's a billionaire. I mean, can't we find the guy
we
who
don't do that anymore?
There's got to be. There's an
But
archer.
it's all sports. It's
Jeff, there's an archer who lives with his mom in the basement and lives in Colorado
for sure.
Springs and has been to 4 Olympics. Maybe that guy.
But we
should
know
carry
the
it.
difference.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about carrying.
I was talking about carrying.
Yeah.
He's
he's been awful good on the world stage of athletics for a lot of years.
Who?
LeBron.
Yeah, I know, but
it's hard. Just because his sport is pro.
Yeah.
He's still probably better than whatever archer we have compared to the world.
Give me an archer. Give me the shot put guy.
I personally thought it was an easy choice to carry the flag. I thought it should have been Bronny. We'll come back with more. That's 10-minute drill. What do you got?
641-1010, the number to call. Gibby, tell them what they're going to get as we head to break.
Lunch for 2 at the Tropical Smoothie. We'll take caller number 2 right now, 641-1010.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. The most Gators.
Touchdown, Gators!
The most Jaguars.
That's a touchdown for Jacksonville.
1010XL, radio home of the Gators and Jags.
Certainly facing some interesting economic times. I can't speak for all of us, but for me, comforting to know my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. Those are Jacksonville guys taking care of my Jacksonville money gang. If you don't know what you're doing investing, like me, higher interest rates, 401ks, SEP IRAs, what do I do? Well, you find people you trust, and those are the ITP Partners. Those are Chris Bryan and Jeff Hartman. Those are Reagan Wright and Danny Abel, and that's Reed Wingate. Those are the ITP Partners who take good care of me. How do I know they're taking good care of me? Because every month I look at my statement, I go, oh, we're up, we're up, we're up. Not just me, 3 generations of Hickens, friends, family, invested in ITP Partners. And they listen, they give us individualized strategies where our goals are their priority. I couldn't be any happier than with those guys. And if you're looking to get started, ITP Partners is always there to help. Chris at ITPPartners.com, Chris at ITPPartners.com, or 312-9751, 312-9751.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free. No credit cards, no car loan, no personal loan. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value is way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards and more. Get some money for home improvement. Literally hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips. And approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. That's loanpronto.com. Take that cash that you're living in and put it to use. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Prime Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Prime Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Prime Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 904-902-8222. 904-902-8222. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 904-902-8222.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and summer is here on the First Coast. You know, long days, short sleeves, and soaring temperatures that can do a number on your AC. Look, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard it 1,000 times. Hope is not a plan. So do what I did and plan ahead with expert AC tune-ups from Fenwick Home Services to avoid those costly summer breakdowns. Fenwick has you covered with same-day service, including maintenance plans, free same-day estimates, and guaranteed repairs. Book your expert tune-up today and avoid costly breakdowns tomorrow. Plan ahead instead of hoping for the best. Online at FenwickHomeservices.com. That's FenwickHomeservices.com.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
Smooth sailing and a smooth taste of Vida de Luis, an all-natural tequila made with volcanic spring water and aerated to provide a smoother finish. Go to VidaDeLuis.com and set a course for smooth living today.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
There are so many ways you can catch me, Mia O'Brien.
Helmets and Heels.
Weekdays, noon to 2.
And on 1010XL's video and social channels. All things Mia are driven by Arlington Toyota.
It's Mo Time with Mo Bryan.
On 1010XL.
Integrity, persistence, and standing up for victims. It's what you want in a personal injury case, and what my friend and lawyer Glenn Cohen brings to every case for over 40 years. Call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
Is your roof ready to weather the storm? Don't take chances with your home safety. Schedule a free roof inspection with the experts at Universal Roof and Contracting. Get peace of mind knowing your home is protected from the elements. Save up to $1,250 on your roof replacement, plus flexible financing up to 15 years. Offer expires July 31st. Call 855-ROOF-HELP or click universalroof.com.
License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258. 484.
Hey, poker players. The Card Player Poker Tour is heading back to Best Bet Jacksonville from August 15th to the 26th. The tournament schedule is packed with excitement, featuring 9 events, including the $1,700 no-limit hold'em Mystery Bounty main event with a $300,000 guaranteed prize pool. Head to bestbetjacks.com for the full schedule and satellite information. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
This summer, Big Chief Tire is teaming up with local nonprofit V for Victory to support local families impacted by cancer. Greg Frangie here. To participate, donate school supplies at any of Big Chief's locations, including Orange Park, Westside, Blanding, Southside, and Northside locations, and receive 10% off your next service. Together, we can make a difference in the Jacksonville community. Visit BigChiefTire.com or call 904-932-0950 to see the full wish list and learn more. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Baseball is a depressing story for me right now, but I can't find solace in America's pastime. I saw an interesting list yesterday ESPN had put together here at the quarter pole. We're going to start talking a lot of Jaguars talk today as we get going on a season, what constitutes a successful year. Lots of NFL news. We've got Brunch with the Tour coming up next hour.
Yes.
But I wanted to stop here real quick at the quarter pole of your quarter pole guy.
I am a quarter pole.
Yeah, you've always been that way.
Yeah.
Half pole, quarter pole, three-quarter pole. You're all about the pole. Well, we have a quarter pole right now in baseball. Do you know what it represents?
A quarter pole?
Yeah, that's right. We have reached the quarter pole in Major League Baseball. Do you know what I'm referring to?
No, I think we're three-quarter pole.
Well, we're reaching the quarter pole. At some point, Dan, we'll be long and buried, and our great-great-grandkids, little baseball fans, will be ruminating on the top 100 players of the century.
Okay.
We're a quarter pole way through the century.
Okay.
ESPN has ranked the top 25 players of these first 25 years.
Okay.
How many? Well, I'm not going to say how many. I'm going to tell you, and you name them.
Okay.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Here.
Hold on. 8.
Okay.
9. There are 9 active players.
Okay.
Do any jump out? I'm not pop quizzing. I'm not filling this with goofy music. I'm just going to kick around. So it's a list basically. It's kind of made up from guys that dominated for maybe the first, the end of the 90s and then the first 10 years or so of the 2000s. And then now you've got this second wave that's coming through. I will say that all of these guys on the list that are active have had minimum 10-year careers. So if you think in terms if you think in terms of that, then it's going to make it. That's not true. One guy on here has not been here 10 years. Aaron Judge already, number 21 of the century.
I would have guessed him.
Yeah. Number 23.
I would have guessed.
I'll just say that here's your hint. Number 23 is not Matt Olson.
Oh, Freddie.
I hate you, Freddie. Greedy so-and-so. Go out there, never win. Never win. All right. Next, then. All right. So that was 21 for Judge. 23. We're moving. Who do you think?
Trout's in there.
Trout's number 2. I was going to say, who do you think's number 1? Who's the best player of the century?
Oh God.
Because you
Kershaw would be in there. Pitchers are in there, right?
Kershaw's third. Kershaw's third. I have no problem with 1 and 5, but what shocks me is
Shohei's in there.
We have to count Shohei.
Shohei's 14th.
Okay.
Not the highest rated active player. That's a pitcher.
Is the guy who's won retired?
Yes, recently.
Recently.
Mm-hmm. I mean, by recent, I mean the last 2 or 3 years. What's shocking about this list is how low they placed really the best
Bonds
player.
In there?
Yeah, he's not number 1. In fact, he's 6, and that's kind of a joke.
Well, when did he finish?
I mean, I don't care. Hick.
See, that's the problem with doing these kinds of lists.
They give you. He hit 73 in 01. That's enough for me.
Yeah, that's good.
Since January 1st, so in this century, he's hit 317 home runs, 4 consecutive MVPs, 6-time All-Star, 5-time Silver Slugger, 2 batting titles. Correct. I mean, at the end of the day, and listen, not that 5 through 1 are slouches.
Jeet's in there?
Jeter's down lower, which I liked.
Yeah.
I mean, because he gets a little more credit than. And by the way, this
when
also.
When did Jeets finish?
Can I give you another middle?
Jeets played 10 years though.
Oh gosh, at least.
Right?
He since January 1st, he was a 2-time World Series champ, a World Series MVP, a Hall of Famer, 2,600 hits this century.
What number is he?
12.
Maybe a little higher.
Here's why rightfully, and why people should listen to me. Most importantly, you, when I condemn the cigar-smoking, visor-wearing Hall of Fame voters for the they're just abject turds.
Okay.
The only unanimous first ballot Hall of Famer, which means he's the best, most dominant player in the history of the game. Mariano Rivera happens to be the 13th best player of the last 25 years. That's what a joke the Hall of Fame voters are. Changed my mind.
Well, they finally got it right. Maybe we
changed my mind.
Finally knew
those idiots took a guy who wasn't good enough to be a starting pitcher and pitched an inning a game 50 times a year and said he's the best player in Major League history.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. No, here's who's ahead of Bonds, and then we'll wrap this up and move along.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, Ichiro.
Ichiro's a great player.
Yeah, he was a great player.
Not ahead of Bonds.
Yeah, no point. If I gave you a Mets fan the option, listen, you can have Bonds or Ichiro. You take Bonds. What if I said you could have? Now, this, to me, there's 2 on here that actually these are good players.
Mm-hmm.
You can have Bonds or you can have Miggy Cabrera.
I'll take Bonds.
Yeah. Cabrera's great.
Yeah.
Of course you're taking Bonds.
Yeah, I'll take Bonds over everybody.
Yeah. Bonds or Kershaw?
Bonds.
Kershaw, 3-time Cy Young, 2014 MVP, 10-time All-Star, 5 ERA titles.
Yeah.
No hitter.
Yeah.
But no, I'm with you. I'd take Bonds also.
Yeah.
Kershaw's back on Thursday.
Yeah, he is.
Season debut.
Yeah, he is.
Number 2, Mike Trout.
I take Bonds.
No, he's great, but he ain't Bonds. And then
I'm not as big on Mike Trout as everybody else. And the numbers, I'm wrong about it.
He's getting older. I mean, this argument would have been wrong if he made it 5 years ago. He was dominant at that time. But
if
then
he
started
would
getting
just,
hurt.
he's just hurt.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I think that if you would have said that 5 years ago, you'd have been swimming upstream. But now with just, you're out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Where's Roger Clemens?
Well, did he play much in the 2000s?
Yeah, I thought he did.
I mean, Clemens was pitching in the early 80s. He's not on the 25, so not in the top. I don't think. Let me double check. They got Pujols number 1, so I don't know. Bonds is literally beating him every year in the MVP battle. So
yeah, again, that's right.
Now he does have. He's got. It doesn't. Why do they not have the other guys' accomplishments since 2000? Just
Clemens pitched 13-8, 20-3, 18-4, 17-9, 13-6. I mean,
he had a 187 ERA back in 2005 with the Astros.
Yeah.
Well,
of course, he was juiced up like crazy.
Nah, so was Bonds though.
B12
B12 he's better than. Again, if you ask me at any point, would you take Clemens or CC Sabathia? You take Clemens. Would you take Clemens or Randy Johnson? You take. Oh, that's close. They got Johnson 22.
That's kind of low.
I would take Clemens is better than Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson is great and dominant, but Clemens is better. More wins, more strikeouts, more Cy Youngs. How many Cy Youngs does Clemens have?
7.
7. Yeah, and Randy Johnson's got 3.
Yeah.
7-time ERA title, 2-time World
Roger
Series.
Clemens is arguably
one of the best. In the Hall of Fame.
Talked his way out of maybe being the best right-hander of, maybe since Drysdale.
Since
Bob
Seaver.
Gibson.
Since Seaver.
Okay. Well, we went back. Okay. Is Seaver better than Gibson? Yeah, that's a no. I should have said Gibson.
Not a no.
It's not?
It's close.
Drysdale's not in that category, is he, of those two? Or is he?
Oof, I'd have to look.
Yeah, I know you were a young boy watching Donnie D. I wasn't.
Yeah,
before he married Ann Myers.
He did. Before we go to break, Love, Tua, or Prescott? Why is Love next up to get a contract?
Well, because you've had
18 starts for Love.
You've had fewer time to see his warts.
I guess.
Right? It's been nothing but
It's the second half of a season, though.
Yeah.
It's like a 10-game stretch.
But he's as far along as the other two. Like what you've got to make a contract decision. He's sat there for a couple of years.
True.
So that you've got that part of it. But no, this is called proactive, good ownership and creating distractions where there doesn't need to be one. If you're Dallas and you're Miami, you either want those quarterbacks or you don't. If you want them, pay these teams that won't pay the extra $2 million a year are silly. Because that money changes so fast.
Well, I think Dak Prescott has all the leverage. You don't have to sign me. I'll play for all this money this year, and I'll leave. And then I'll get, the number one deal.
They should have. They should make the franchise tag even more penal for the teams. Like, in other words, the money, they don't have to pay more money, but you should lose something for having to use your franchise tag. Because it isn't fair to these guys that they get boxed into these one-year deals.
Right.
But the players agree to it.
All right, well, we'll talk about that and more. Some NFL discussion as well. Coming up, Jags hitting the field here, tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Cranked up here.
Report
camp.
today on the field tomorrow, and,
Doug and Trevor speak tomorrow morning, too.
Boom.
Exciting.
This is The Drill on 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. There's a certain romance to radio play-by-play.
We need you to be all strong and hot.
Experience the most play-by-play sports on 1010XL.
Hey, I couldn't be any happier than to join the Georgia Moore Chevrolet family. And when I say family, that's how you'll be treated when you visit that beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. You'll find out what I'm talking about. There's no pressure, just friendly help. And listen, I got my boy Blue, my beautiful blue Silverado. But if you don't want a truck, if you want a car, if you want an SUV, if you want electric, if you want pre-owned, George Moore Chevrolet's got it. Of course they have. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, that's okay as well, because all you got to do is go to morechevy.com. You got no excuses. Morechevy.com with an E. Easy to navigate as any site you'll try. All the vehicles, sales, service, parts, never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet, gang. George Moore Chevrolet, together. Let's drive.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting. The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Davey Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Hey there, Weekend Warriors. It's Matt Hayes. Sick of that slice? Tired of those 3 putts? What if I told you your handicap isn't about your swing, it's about your weight? Why not take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with the Waco 180? We're talking 10 strokes off by August, getting your tour card by September, winning your first major, year 1. Think about it. Fame, fortune, and most important, winning $5 off your buddy because you, sir, are closest to the pin. Taking strokes off your game is just about 40 pounds away at Awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken 180 does not guarantee an immediate 10 strokes off your score, receiving a tour card, or the ability to control the weather. Individual results may vary. Your newfound athleticism might cause jealousy among your foursome, leading to accusations of steroid use. Awaken is not responsible for defending your honor in the clubhouse. Awaken 180 cannot guarantee that your newfound golf prowess will lead to a sponsorship deal, but we can't not guarantee it either. Awaken 180 is not responsible for any dramatic fist pumps or unsolicited golf tips you give to strangers. Awaken 180 does not offer refunds for any lost wagers made on your improved golf game. Bet wisely, my friend. Strokes off your game by dropping pounds off your frame. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Southern Oak Insurance. FSU head coach Mike Norvell, while at the ACC Media Day podium, commented on the focus of his team.
Everybody's working on, just gaining their understanding of things we're asking them to do, and then just the overall application of being able to go and get that done.
At ACC Media Day, FSU defensive tackle Josh Farmer says the nose snub from last year isn't forgotten.
Yeah, we definitely going to make the lineup. We definitely going to be in that 12 team. That's a no-brainer. We pissed off. Now all the guys, we know what we deserve, and we're going to try to get there.
Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp begin a 6-game away series against the Norfolk Tide this evening. First pitch is at 6:35. In MLB play, the Rays fell to the Yankees, and the Marlins lost to the New York Mets. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's right now 80 degrees at 7:57. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air & Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
They're trying to get this worked out. I think both sides think they can get it worked out. It's not done. It could go either way still, but I think by the end of the week, my guess would be that Jordan Love will have a new contract that probably makes him one of the, if not the highest paid quarterback in NFL history.
Wow. I wouldn't want to make him the highest paid quarterback in NFL history. Have I seen enough from Jordan Love? I mean, again, I'll throw him up there in the top 10 quarterback contracts, and I guess he's due, as far as we forget how many years he had to sit and wait and stuff. But it will be interesting to see how the Packers work this one out. And again, it looks like they found another one, which means they've gone from Favre to Rodgers to Love, which is freaking incredible. But we'll see.
Each time, drafted with the guy still in his relative prime. I mean, a little past prime for both, but they both still had, Favre certainly had meaningful football to play, went to a conference championship game.
Did you see who I think is getting a tryout or a workout or signing a deal with the Dolphins?
No.
Yannick Ngakoue.
Yeah, makes sense. They're searching when Barrett announces.
We open with the Dolphins. This is why I bring it up, but Phillips and Chubb probably won't be there week 1.
Correct.
Of the regular season.
That's right.
Okay, so they need some, and they got Chop. They drafted Chop from Penn State, right? Chop Robinson. Okay.
Yeah.
But they need some pass rush.
Here is the I don't like coming out with like these degenerate, game plans or looking at semi-locks or anything else when it goes against the home team.
Mm-hmm.
This division, this season opener does not set up well for us at all.
No.
And here's why.
Mm-hmm.
We got a whole new defensive scheme that's being put in training camp.
Yeah.
And we're not going to see the
Patriots. Week 1.
That's one. And also leading up to it, here's what happens when there's a big defensive breakdown in training camp.
Mm-hmm.
No one notices. You don't know what anyone's assignment was. They gather them at midfield. They yell at them for a second, and they do it again.
Mm-hmm.
If the same miscom or mistake is made in September 9th, Tyreek Hill just scored a 64-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
That offense and its chemistry, they've been together, slinging it around for 3 years, is a scary proposition for a defense that, number one, wasn't real great at that stuff to begin with, and two, is having to digest and ultimately perform in a complete new system. And I know that their systems and their, quote, differences can be, less than a ton, but still.
Yeah, it's going to be – that's a good point.
And we're not going to know through training camp. Like,
Right.
we're not going to know how well the defense until we see an opponent.
Now, then the other flip side is and they'll study the Falcons' defense, so that's what the Dolphins will do. So they'll know what to expect. I was going to say Nielsen could stay vanilla in the preseason and unleash this.
You would just think that, and I know these guys, these men have been playing football for a decade, all of them and more. And I understand that switching from one system to the next is something they've all done 100 times.
Yeah.
But I still think there's an advantage to having been in a system for a year, a couple or 3 years. It becomes more instinctual. You're just making plays. There has to be at least a process where they're having to think a little bit more than they're going to have to at one point. You don't want that slowing you down.
Well, D-Rock writes, there's NFL primers out for training camp. The Jags pay Trevor Lawrence like a franchise quarterback. Will he play like one, cutting down his turnovers? 60 more than any other player over the past 3 seasons is a top priority, followed by staying healthy. 4 injuries last year, another in 22. Jags did lose wide receiver Calvin Ridley, cut wide receiver Zay Jones, but added veteran Gabe Davis and rookie Brian Thomas Jr. Could take time for him to adjust to the revamped receiver group. Lawrence has played at a high level in stretches, 5 consecutive games last year with a passer rating 91.1 or better, or higher than 100, but has yet to do that over a full season. Even more pressure on Lawrence to play at an elite level now after the emergence of the Texans and C.J. Stroud in the AFC South. So, there's and that's kind of part of it. Again, the defense does a turnaround from a disappointing 2023, 18 turnovers in the first 8 games, but they dried up after that, just 9 when things fell apart. We talked about them giving up almost 45 more rushing yards per game over the last stretch of the season. Mike Caldwell got fired. The staff got fired. Ryan Nielsen is in. Only 1 season as a Falcons defensive coordinator, but doubled Atlanta's sack total over a year over and held 7 opponents to less than 20 points. So, the Jags only got 12.5 sacks from the rest of the unit. Again, where are we going to find those sacks? Questions that need to be answered as we head into training camp. How does the secondary shake out? Where does it go? We know Campbell, we know Cisco, but then what?
It seems like kind of a 5-man
Darby?
roulette.
Is it Jarian Jones? Is it Antonio
it probably
Johnson
comes down,
or Darnell Savage? I
think it comes down to Darby, Savage, Jones for 2 spots, and Johnson.
Yeah.
Maybe Johnson, maybe 4 for 2 spots.
Yeah.
Which, if those are all capable, contributing, competitive guys, it's a good thing. That would be better than last year.
Yeah.
When you get into that second wave, it's not a guy who has limitations that
they're going to look for combinations during camp and things like that. And then, of course, Mitch Morrison, getting him to the starting line and keeping him healthy is a huge.
You just described another set of real important questions that have to be answered or improvements you hope you've made that, again, you won't see in training camp, and that's the physicality of the trenches.
Yeah.
They did a lot on the D-line. It's not just Armstead.
Should be good.
They added Armstead, obviously, in free agency. They used their 2nd-round draft pick on a defensive tackle. They used a 4th-round pick on a D lineman, and they didn't get anything at all out of Devon Hamilton last year, who they expect back in full.
Yeah.
And I haven't mentioned the Travis Gibson because I think at the end of the day, the over-under of his sacks is 2.5.
Yeah, the hope you get for finding those other sacks is with the push up front.
Well,
the push up front's got to be better.
And
I'm talking interior, not outside.
And it's sad that we've been trained to think this way. And it shouldn't be that way.
Mm-hmm.
That Tyler Lacey and Nasir Abdullah are just afterthoughts we don't even think have any chance of being impactful because that's not what we do. We don't draft guys outside of round 1 and get any impact out of them.
I'm not. I haven't closed the book on Tyler Lacey.
Yeah,
but
I haven't closed the book. But again, give me an over or under sack total on some of these guys individually.
Yeah, that's fair.
What is Josh Allen's over? Like what? 14? Is that too high? Would you bet the under?
Yeah.
But what is the number? 12?
12.5.
12.5?
12. Right in there.
Vegas probably has a number. I'm too lazy to look them up, but let's put our own on there. Would you say 12.5?
Yeah.
What
would you say? You agree with that?
I think I'd go 13.5. Only because where are you going to put Trayvon Walker at?
8.
I'd play the over there too.
You would?
That's another behind door number 3 here that who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, we watched a guy go from, oh my God, this is a terrible draft pick to getting 10 sacks. Now, granted, he wasn't affecting the game in all these other areas, and the grades and the film and all that and stats have all shown and proven that. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, but he did have 10 sacks. And we spent forever on here. You can talk about affecting all you want. Give me a guy who gets to the quarterback. And so we got a guy that did it 10 times.
Yeah.
We'll recognize.
Yeah.
So what if he's ready to bust?
That'd be great.
Right? He's only going to get bigger and better and older.
That'd be great.
It's a possibility. So the D-line could see massive improvement pretty quick because of all those additions.
I think the D-line will be better.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll run it as well.
The O-line scares me. We keep trying the same names out there expecting different results. I mean, now it's Morse at center, and hopefully there is this trickle down, but all those other guys have shown major flaws numerous times to us over the years.
Sure. And is there a legitimate camp battle for the left tackle spot or no?
I don't know. They seem to be positioning as one.
Do you present? I mean, I think you have to tell Walker, look, if you're better than Cam in camp, you'll start.
It's so hard to know this, and you're probably going to be able to appreciate this even more having watched the receiver doc on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows the pain that Walker Little or Sheriff or some of these guys played in last year that were affecting them.
That's
I'm
fair.
not saying it doesn't give them an excuse, but it could damn sure be a reason why some guys didn't play as good as they're capable of. And so that's something else that the coaches and are trying to have to balance as they make these decisions. What I don't want is this, and you feel like this can happen. What I don't want is say Walker Little wins the battle, so they cut Cam Robinson or they trade him for a fifth rounder.
Mm-hmm.
Keep him for depth, right?
Yeah.
But don't you feel like that's very possible? If Little wins the job, that they cut or trade Cam? Or no?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Well, if last year taught you anything, you want to call Blake Hance? All love, Blake. No disrespect.
Yeah.
How far down the tackle list you want to go?
Right.
Need to use.
Right.
I would suggest keeping, just about anybody that has proven at any point they can help you there.
I heard some.
I'm okay with the Packers and Jordan Love, by the way. I think it's prudent. I think it's smart, and Jordan Love's the highest paid. Good.
Okay. All right.
He looks good. I mean, I got to wait for him to look. I will say this: does Jordan Love deserve more than C.J. Stroud? I mean, they had kind of the same kind of year. They had moments, flashes. Yeah. They were productive, but it's not like they rewrote history.
Right.
Love had more touchdowns, 32.
Yeah.
I have heard some.
Love's more seasoned. He's been around. I think it'll be money well spent. And by the way, he won't be the highest paid for long.
On Friday, we talked about the Microsoft outage and the flights across the country getting messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's really messed up a lot of folks' plans. I mean, it wasn't just, we didn't get out Friday. Some people made it to Atlanta and then wanted to go somewhere else, but couldn't get somewhere else and basically. Again, you're staying in the Atlanta airport. You think you're going to get a flight. The lines are 6 hours to get to the front. I mean, it was a nightmare for a lot of people, and I feel badly for. And I could guarantee you right now on the text line, we were down in Clearwater over the weekend, and there were people staying at a hotel where they were saying, "Well, we can't get out, until at least Tuesday, so we're just staying here for the next couple of days."
Out from the airport.
Yeah, because just the flights were all messed up.
I think that, man, that's going to be the next, by the way, the most crippling war-winning attack that's still to come will be of the technological variety. Somebody will just cripple an entire country in any and everything, and it will come that way. Should we not, in today's day and age of hackers and electronic shenanigans, should we not have maybe like a fallback system?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe like talk on the phone or write a letter or certain protocols that if this goes wrong, we don't just shut down as a society. Did the pilot suddenly forget how to fly? Can we maybe, I don't know, let's just go old school, get in line, boys. Wait till he's gone for 2 minutes. Where are you headed? Kansas City? Hey, man, he's headed to Kansas City. Don't cross him. But we were lucky. We had a little bit here, right, Gibby? Something happened Sunday night with our computers.
Yeah, we're fine now. I don't think it was related to that.
I'm just saying, that didn't happen. Well, I was going to say, I wasn't impacted, Hick, is what I'm saying. I wasn't out and about.
What happened is they hacked the computers, and that's why we've gotten so much wrong these last 2 days.
I don't think
they put in the wrong stats and such.
Who got stuff wrong? We weren't hacked, were we? Was it a hack or just a mistake, right? Yeah.
No, some stuff got unplugged, but we're fine.
Nice.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
Well, good for them.
Veterans for 23 NFL teams report to training camp today. Most of the league will be on the field by tomorrow. 9 days until the Hall of Fame game. Those are the numbers that you need to know. The Jags play August 10th.
I mean, that's like 17 days. That's like 2 Saturdays from this Saturday.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, what day is it? It's the 23rd. So Saturday's gonna be like the 27th. Yeah,
a couple weeks.
Maybe it's 3 weeks. I don't. No one knows really.
Well, it's just around the corner.
I do know FSU plays football in a month.
Yes.
That's an interesting game against Georgia Tech, isn't it?
It is. It is. You got to.
A little bit of a trap there. I mean, that's not. It's not a layup.
Tyrese Halliburton and the USA won the game yesterday, but Tyrese Halliburton's playing time is going zoop back down to next to nothing. Yeah, he played 20 minutes against Canada, 15 against Serbia, 7 against South Sudan, and 0 against Germany.
You know why that is?
Why?
Because he shouldn't be on the team. He's not one of the 12 best players in America. I don't know how they can show. If Jaylen Brown wanted to be on the Olympic team and he's not, shame on them. A pox, a curse, and I'll root for silver then.
Yeah,
they did him wrong if that's the case.
Yeah, 100%.
He came in. He's always been looked at as the Robin to Jason Tatum's Batman.
There is no guarantees about this team winning the gold, though. This is going to be.
They feel like they're going to at least lose a game. I'm not saying they won't win gold.
their, what do you call it? Their grouping is easy. Although it is South Sudan again, rematch.
I mean, imagine if North Sudan joined them. They'd be hell to pay.
Got to be a couple 7-footers in the North Sudan.
The fact that they're winning by 1 against the South Sudan and that I mean,
Germany's a good team, but still, it's not,
you
not
know
as
what,
good as that team.
Well, okay, that may be that's like such an understatement. Really think about what we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Germany with Tice and Schroeder. You know, you got one Wagner who's still he's not a top 12 NBA player. How do you not win every game by 50? Do you have no heart, man? You've got Embiid and Anthony Edwards and LeBron and Curry and Anthony Davis and Booker and Tatum, and they got the whole. I mean, what are they doing? How are you losing to? Yesterday, I turned it on. I got incredible luck when it comes to finding these random deals. I turn on it's on 5 p.m. on Fox, and I find the game.
Okay,
and I start watching. I watched really the whole second half and the back and forth. And there's this guy for Germany, Dan Obst. O-B-S-T.
Gunnar Obst.
And I'm just turning it on. And Obst again as he continues. And I'm thinking, man, if I missed the European version of Oscar. Remember Oscar?
Oscar from Brazil.
From Brazil.
The highest, 40.
He's the highest. He scored the most basketball points in the history of the world.
Butch Lee from Puerto Rico.
Butch Lee, a great point. Marquette, thank you very much.
Lit up USA.
Yeah. Well, so I'm thinking, oh, my gosh, so Germany, why is it Obst in the league?
Obst.
I'm thinking, right? I'm like, Obst, my gosh,
Obst not in the league.
He's rising up, and he's scoring over Tatum. He's coming off his, he's just carrying him with his folkloric effort.
Yeah.
And so I go to Obst, and he's just like some slappy from the German league. His career best is like 8.3 a game. It's just some dude they picked up out of the Bundesliga, Hick.
Bundesliga.
I mean, what are we doing? How does it happen?
I tell you what we're doing. We're going to take a break right now. We're going to come back. Brunch with the Tours coming around the bend. Lots of good stuff still right here on a Tuesday edition of The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at golfteerepair.com. No. We're not really fixing golf tees. We just want to have some fun around the game we all love. So Golf Tee Repair is a Jacksonville company that makes affordable golf wear for Jacksonville dudes who love to play. I mean, you got to check this stuff out. It is really cool. I've been putting it on my Twitter site. It's polos, t-shirts, hats, hoodies. But you want to see it to believe it. GolfTeeRepair.com. All natural materials made from bamboo, comfortable, breathable clothing. GolfTeeRepair.com. Perfect to wear this summer and into September when you're football game bound. Be comfortable in the heat. And don't forget to check out our repair kits. Perfect for your golf bags. GolfTeeRepair.com. Go to GolfTeeRepair.com. Make a purchase. Enter Drill50 in the promo code. Drill50 in the promo code. And they will take 50% off pronto. Woo-hoo-hoo. GolfTeeRepair.com. Terrific forever.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry, this free examination, normally $199, is yours for free and good only through Sunday. For your free examination, call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Call now.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. MyBookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to MyBookie and click Live Casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides the Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at Rhino Shield. Gang, we're in the middle of hurricane season. What a great time to take advantage and get Rhino Shield. I'll tell you a few reasons why. First off, these home exterior coatings that Rhino Shield puts on your house that make it look so good. Withstand 96-mile-an-hour wind-driven rains, keeping your home safe and dry. Rhino Shield's advanced ceramic technology also helps keep your home cooler, reduces your energy bills. And then I'll top that off with this summer, take advantage. 30% off. 0% interest financing, plus 25-year transferable warranty. Need I say more? Call Rhino Shield today at 904-414-4868. That's 414-4868 for that free estimate. Or you can also sign up at rhinoshieldjax.com. That's rhinoshieldjax.com.
Former Jaguars corner and first-year head football coach at Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows, K-12, Aaron Beasley here. Are you looking for an A-rated K-12 school prioritizing academics, arts, and athletics? Duval Charter School at Bay Meadows offers a rigorous curriculum to develop strong minds with an additional focus on growing good hearts. DCSB has been an A school for 8 years, and our tuition is free. Now enrolling. Apply at baymeadowscharter.org.
Save money while beautifying your home with Renewal by Andersen with their energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. Their exclusive Fibrex product is chic, tough, easy to maintain, and twice as strong as vinyl. Right now, buy 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free, plus 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. Restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com for details.
License number CGC 1527613.
Expert Automotive is ready to keep you cool this summer. Right now, get an AC inspection or a system cooling checkup. Your choice for only $19.99. Their gift to you this summer is $50 off any service and a free tire rotation with any service. Their ASC certified technicians can keep your car cool without breaking the bank this summer. Call them at 374-3373 to get an appointment today. Expert Automotive. They never sell greed, only what you need.
Cooking with Prisco.
These things are wonderful. You're going to love it. Have a rolling.
Catch CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco every Friday afternoon on The Franchi Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
At Hodges Mazda, we are proud of our solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. Lauren Brooks here. As your hometown Mazda dealer, our high customer service standards and our huge inventory of new and used cars provide our customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Our professional non-commissioned sales team always puts your best interests first. Plus, every vehicle purchase comes with 2 years free maintenance. What Mazda moves you? Find out. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at hodgesmazda.com to discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
Guys, feeling deflated in the bedroom? ED, low T, no energy? If your stuff is broken, call 904-STROKEN or 904stroken.com. No shots in the first treatment, now free. Fix your ED at 904stroken.com.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water throughout your home, call your local water boy. We install equipment to solve any water problem. Waterboy, JAX.com.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World.
Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World,
simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, Brunch with the Tour. Brought to you by
Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage too.
Brunch provided by Chick-fil-A on 1010XL.
Well, he comes in here riding high with his Xander pick. Did you apologize to Xander now? Have you formally?
No, we did that after the.
This is the second
PGA.
one now.
Yeah. Oh no. He's in firm standing. He's gone from. I've admitted this. I was on the Straight Down the Middle-ish podcast with Every and his boys yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And you know this about me, but maybe everyone does it, and it's not some unfair standard or whatever, to each his own. But I just like, my pet peeve guy in sports is that underachiever, especially if he's self-important. And to me, Xander and those dudes who hadn't won, who were just cashing Tigers money, sound real self-important until they join that kind of athletic, competitive territory. And now he's there, and he's all good. Do your thing.
What a back nine, though.
What a front runner now. Like that, I mean, he just even when
he becomes more likable by winning too. I mean, this is a big thing for Xander Schauffele.
But I said this I was talking to Kentucky Jeff on Sunday, and they were getting ready to play the back nine. And I said, if Xander truly is a top 5 player in the world, he wins this tournament because of the leaderboard. It was, I mean, those are guys that he beats.
Sure.
And he did. He just kept about his business.
He's a lot better than them.
Yeah.
Like Billy played great.
Yeah.
Billy
he shot 3 under.
Yeah.
He caught a guy, and these guys know it. I don't care who you are. I know, you know, Dan, you know. If you went out and you and I played golf, and you played your best and I played my best, that you wouldn't win. Now, that gap is a lot more dramatic than two pros. But Billy Horschel knows that if he plays his best and Xander plays his best, Xander's going to win, or is close to best.
And granted, Billy's 3 under was kind of birding the last 3, but if you give him 68 starting that day with a one-shot lead, he's taking it all day.
Correct.
Yeah. I'm not going to quibble with when he got him and how he got him. He ended up a T-second. No one had him. And he didn't fall apart, that's for sure.
And I think it kind of mirrors, what he's gone through the last couple of years, and he's back. And, listen, he went to those last 3 holes and could have just mailed it in with a bunch of pars.
Billy won, didn't he, at some last couple of years?
He won at Punta Cana.
Okay.
But remember, he kind of hit that rock bottom at Memorial last year, broke down in the press room and all that stuff.
Billy went after a guy on Twitter yesterday. I like that.
Well, Billy likes to do that, too.
Well, this is fair. This is some guy, pro golf critic. I don't know who that is. He's
not probably a real person. Yeah.
I think he's fake.
Sounds like a basement clown.
Pro golf critic's a guy. I don't know if he's a live guy. Anyway, I think he's talking about Billy. I think he's fake and inauthentic, and outside of owning that, nothing will make me like him.
Okay.
And Billy said, I haven't replied to any of your tweets about me over the past year because I felt no need to. But I am now. Feel free to ask around about me. One thing I will willing to bet you won't hear is that I'm fake or not authentic. And then the pro golf critic said, I think that you are, and there's no info I have to say otherwise. Happy to listen to dissenting opinions if you think it'll balance out. Why don't you come to JCB?
Why are you answering to this guy, Billy?
Why don't you come to JCB this week and we can chat? I'm always up for a conversation. Thanks, but I'm playing the 3M Open. Sad that you could hear the truth from firsthand accounts and you still have the wrong opinion.
Why
That's
do you
fine.
care?
Realized a long time ago, can't change everyone's opinion. Have a great time at the live event.
Why do you care?
That's what Billy.
Yeah.
I love Billy.
I mean,
Go
listen,
get him, Bill.
The last thing Billy Horschel is fake.
Right.
You want to know what he's thinking?
That's
he will tell you.
That's fair.
To
that's
a fault.
what I mean.
Yeah,
that's
to a fault.
Right.
He would
That's
say
what
that.
he's saying.
Troll.
Right, yeah.
trying to get a reaction.
Yeah.
And once
It's
he
just
starts to get
ridiculous.
one.
Ah,
I
so
can't imagine being an athlete or a celebrity on Twitter.
it gets old, though, when they say
You
things
imagine.
that are dead wrong
I know.
about you.
I get
Right.
you.
You know, that's when it gets
Right.
old a little bit.
That would be a
And these
downside
people
to social
hide
media.
behind,
yeah.
pro golf
Right.
critic, no
Yeah.
name. The avatar's someone's not even him.
Yeah,
It's
well,
just
it's
like,
you know what?
it's
That's
embarrassing.
it's
What are we doing?
It's plus and minus.
All right, here's the question.
Pluses of it.
Here's your
Come with the minuses.
Golf question of the day for the both of you.
Look at
and
this shot of you two here. What's going on
I
with
know,
that?
this
Gibby?
is a little,
Huh?
this is
It's like some into what am I?
this
Just
is a
like
little interrogation room for me.
There we go.
what am I? Rob Roddy over here? Is that what I am?
You didn't make the camera.
I'm Roddy.
You stay over there and do your announcing.
Huh?
Price is right, guy.
I'm gonna go switch this thing.
I mean, just so the
This is
listener
a
knows,
mistake.
literally the camera
This
is.
is not, this is not good business. Not
Look
having
at
me
the
on
picture.
camera.
See, we're in the picture. You and me.
Gibby, come
Sorry.
here and fix the camera, bro.
Gibby.
What Gibby's?
What are you doing, man?
Gibby. Jeff's upset that he's
Got
not
the
in
money.
the
Gotta
picture.
get the
Yeah.
gotta get the money maker on here.
Yeah.
I don't mean
Perfect.
just on me. Can't we do a bit? What is that?
No.
You got we don't have enough
What
cable.
is that one? What am I looking at?
That's it takes time. There you are.
There we go. I don't want it just me.
Well,
there we
he's-
go. Okay, I got you.
Oh.
All right.
All
It's a
right.
terrible shot. Terrible. The whole thing. Okay.
It's fine.
I'm not going to apologize. That wasn't about
That's
me.
what
That was a
happened.
joke.
You need to slide in
There
more.
we go. Let's go.
You need to
This
slide
feels
in more.
like an old school beef production.
You need to slide in more this way.
Okay, all
yeah,
right,
if you're going to be in the shot.
All right. There we go.
Here's the golf
I don't wanna
question.
be in the shot.
Yeah, I know you don't. Here's the golf question. Looks like, have you gained some weight?
Oh.
Huh?
I don't know. I'm kidding.
Yeah, so mean.
I
I say
haven't
something like
haven't
that.
shaved in about 5 days.
It's the ongoing joke.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Are you?
Oh, great. I'm glad you're part of it now, too.
Thank
We heard that Metro wouldn't let you come last week because of free.
We have run out of pancakes, sir.
Stewie, no. It's him or us.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not. Yeah, we
Golf-
have avocado toast. That's what we have for you.
Let's before we get going and silly.
Uh-huh.
Or did you have a point you were right about to make?
For about 5 minutes, but
Okay,
that's
go
okay.
ahead. No, finish.
Who has the best chance at a career Grand Slam? Golf question of the day. Scotty needs all but the Masters, so he still has work to do. Brooks needs the Masters and the Open. Rahm needs a PGA in the Open. X needs the Masters in the Open, U.S. Open. Morikawa needs a Masters in the U.S. Open. Roy needs just the Masters. Bryson needs all but the U.S. Open. So Scotty, Brooks, Rahm, Xander, Morikawa, Rory, Bryson. There's 7 guys. Who has the best chance at a career Grand Slam?
I think you can put them like into some categories. I'm not sure I can come up with a guy who has the best chance. I mean,
what would you say?
I'd say Scheffler still.
I would still say Rory. I think just having one to win. And
But the
I
problem
get
is
it.
it's just the one. You know, he
It's-
doesn't
I know.
get 4 tries
That's
at the
fair.
one.
That's fair. That's a good point.
So these guys are going to pick up the guys that are good and are winning and show capable of winning. The one that they have 3 left, it's going to be 2 real quick.
Right.
Have we had a group of this 7? I'm sure we have. But like during different eras, this is an impressive group.
Well, Tiger.
What is it? You gave me the multiple major winners.
Scheffler.
What did
No,
you give me? What is
no.
the group? They have to be multiple.
I just think these are the 7 really good golfers that can win any major anytime. You got Scotty Scheffler, who's only won the Masters. You've got Brooks Koepka, who still needs a Masters and
wins a bunch of majors for sure.
but has 1 majors. John Rahm, who needs a PGA and an Open, but he's won 2, right? Different ones. The X-Man now has 2 in his pocket, and he needs a Masters and a U.S.
And
Open.
he's hot.
He's hot. For sure.
Morikawa, who is
I think
coming
Schauffele, to be honest with you, if I don't go Scheffler, I probably go Schauffele.
Well,
but
especially
again,
the guys
I'm a,
that have to win
I'm
the
a prisoner
Masters.
of recency, and that's fine.
And Bryson needs them all but the U.S. Open, so but he's
He would be low on the list. He's way too up and down.
Yeah. And I think the guys that need to win the Masters, like a Xander who plays well there, that's kind of a horses for courses thing. The U.S. Open is going to be a different venue every year.
You can see Xander winning the
British,
Masters
it's the
this year.
weather. PGA is different every year.
By the way, a lot of scar tissue on Rory, obviously, that he didn't think was there.
What? Oh, that
scar tissue.
Thinking about vacation, 22 holes into the Open Championship.
The guy clearly is not is still a train wreck from what happened at the U.S. Open.
I probably would be too.
Oh, I think you owe me a wheel spin.
Why is that?
Because I only agreed to it that you have to spin the wheel if it comes true. I'm not willing to say it's not. Trevor made the top 100.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
We didn't bet a dime.
We talked about it. Me, you, and E. We had a big conversation this night golf. And
Oh.
we were only going to have one top 100 player, Josh Allen. That was the whole conversation. I'm like, no, we can have more. Trevor will be top 100.
Oh,
he's not. He sucks.
What about Bryce Young, top 100?
Nah.
Okay.
Just
checking. Just checking. I haven't watched it yet.
Any Panther?
Derek Brown, maybe? Defensive
Yeah,
tackle?
he might-
Derek
he
Brown.
Who did the Jags take the Derek Brown year? Because that was one we
liked
tossed
him.
around. Don't remember.
What year was he drafted? I'd have to look.
Brown
I don't
was
remember.
20?
But we
Was that
liked
Josh
him.
Allen year, maybe?
COVID
That may be
year,
Josh
maybe?
Allen year, actually.
No.
he came after that. Don't give me a terrible one, Dan. Please.
Let me see.
Please don't. Don't give me C.J. Henderson. He may have gone before.
Very good on 2020. It was Derek Brown went before C.J.
Yeah, Derek Brown went 7th. Yeah. C.J. went 9th.
And we still got C.J.
We liked Isaiah Simmons,
You got
too.
him anyway. Lucky you. Is he still on the Panthers?
I think so.
Yeah.
Ugh,
He's really not, quote, committed to football.
No.
He's
that's a tough hurdle to overcome.
That was a bad one.
When you have a player that you got to, like, go to his high-rise condo and as coaching staff and cajole him into playing, you probably don't have the right guy.
Jedrick Wills or Tristan Wirfs would have been the pick there.
Yeah.
The good news for our secondary.
Or CeeDee Lamb.
We've got J.C. Horn for 5 games a year.
Or Justin Jefferson.
Oh, gosh.
We can have both of them, though, because now you've passed Chase on. We can have both of them.
Yeah.
We could have – imagine if you had CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson.
I think we have Chase on now.
How would we be?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Huh?
Congratulations.
How would you be as a team right now if you'd just gone CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson? Oof.
Good Lord.
Are we two-segment guy? Because we got to take a break. So let's keep him around.
Big win for you.
Big 3M coming up.
There we go.
Yeah.
This is The Drill. We'll continue with Stuart Moore on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
There's a new one-stop shop for all things Florida State. Subscribe to 1010XL Seminoles YouTube channel, up-to-the-minute updates, analysis, and more. Plant the spear and subscribe to 1010XL Seminoles channel today.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at Lockhart Construction. They're a longtime Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart, his dad, his guys are from here, taking care of people who live here, like me. We needed a new bathroom. Man, we got Shane Lockhart Construction over there. I can't say enough good things. They were so good, we used them again. They were so good, then I put them on my son Drew's house. If anybody calls me and says, hey, Hick, do you have a guy? I say, call Shane Lockhart. And he's done numerous jobs now for a lot of my friends and my family. And they're fast, they're friendly, they're affordable, and they're clean. I don't know what else to tell you. You unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. For more info, a remodel need, a construction thought, give Shane a call. He'll call you back. 994-3865. 994-3865.
Tropical Smoothie Cafe here with your daily reminder to get on Tropic Time. Take 10. Sip a refreshing smoothie and manifest at your cabana side. Slade hot yoga? Treat yourself. Crushed back-to-back meetings? Get that me time. Adulted a little extra today? You deserve a vacay. You're on Tropic Time now at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. And look who's back and causing a stir. Our refreshing Island Punch, Mango Berry Cosmo, and Watermelon Mojito mocktail smoothies are here for a limited time.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Dave and Ammon here with Zero Res. So Ammon, you have worked for Zero Res since you were 9 years old. What makes Zero Res the right choice for cleaning carpets and tile?
I can think of 3 simple reasons. We have the best process, the best people, and our promise to do the best cleaning possible every time.
So what deals does Zero Res offering for this month?
July is National Carpet Cleaning Month. So for home carpet cleaning, we're offering $49 per room, and for businesses, we're offering 20% off.
Sounds like a great time to get your carpets cleaned. Zero Res.
Spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Did you know a metal roof from Prime Roofing will last 2 to 3 times longer than a shingle roof? If you want a better roof, think metal. Think Prime Roofing. Schedule your free estimate today at primeroofingfl.com. That's primeroofingfl.com.
Hey, David again with Royal Pest Services. TAP Insulation stands for thermal, acoustic, and pest control. Keep your home cool, noise out, and pests dead. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to schedule a free inspection.
This patriotic chant mirrors the enthusiastic efforts our American athletes have dedicated to their quest for a gold medal at this summer's Olympics in Paris. USAPark.net Airport Parking is your safe and secure parking for when you fly out of JIA. No matter where you're going, whether you're traveling to the Olympics to support our athletes or just visiting Grandma, remember to park at USAPark.net.
Every weekend is a stone cold sports weekend. Hey, Dan Hicken here. Watch for the Weekend with Dan on YouTube and Facebook, and I'll help you put together your sports weekend. Weekend with Dan brought to you by Stone Core. We do the outdoors better.
What's up? I'm Miles.
Hey, and I'm Jara.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Maple Pepper Bacon Sandwich is how the flavors come together. First, I taste the smoky grilled chicken, then the pepper bacon with that maple bun, added with the sweet heat and the pickles.
I'm really sold on the pickle. It meets you in the middle with the sweetness and the heat.
It's spice-tastic.
Yum-licious.
Flavoristic.
The sandwich of the summer. The Maple Pepper Bacon Sandwich.
Order the Maple Pepper Bacon Sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World,
simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
How special is it to get your hands on this famous trophy, the Claret Jug?
I just can't wait to drink out of it.
What's going to be the tipple of choice?
My dad's here with me, so I'm going to let him do the honor, whatever he wants.
Yeah, what's with the helicopter dad and Xander? What's that all about?
Definitely is a helicopter.
No, yeah,
dad.
for sure. I mean, I'm asking.
Yeah, very much. No, very much. So. That was
factor?
his coach growing up, and Dad was overly present.
He's a pageant dad.
I will say this, and people at the tour know what I'm talking about.
Dance dad.
He has distanced himself a little bit from his dad, a little more this year
Cheer
than last
dad.
year. And listen, the guy's winning majors, and I'm not saying there's a direct correlation there.
There is, but there is.
Yeah, I mean, some of these guys.
Is Xander married?
Hey, you guys all jumped when I said JT needs to get away from his dad. And I'm just telling you.
I think that's in the works.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, listen, man, you are 35 or whatever you are, JT, or 30. I mean, like.
Well, especially these dudes are married.
What
are we
doing here?
Yeah.
What's dad? I mean, I get it's your coach, but like your coach, if your coach is, down the road at Pablo, he's not coming out for 7 days and staying in the hotel with you.
But Xander I saw him on Golf Channel on the set, and he was just, my dad was really hard on me. He was. He was.
Well, his dad was an Olympic skier.
Earl Jr.
Yeah. Then got hurt. Very much Earl Jr.
Earl Jr. Speaking of Earl Jr., who I feel for. There's a kid I feel for.
Who you feel for?
He didn't ask for any of this. I don't think he necessarily enjoys any of it. But it's hard to be just kind of a good junior golfer, not a great one, and go play an event that's supposed to have 12 people scattered among the next 3 holes you're playing. You're playing with some, 13-year-old from Joliet, Illinois, and no one cares. To taking your 83 out for a gallery of 600 to 800 following you around. And that's Charlie Woods. I mean,
Chuck Woods had a bad day yesterday.
Charlie Woods got to go out and shoot 83 with galleries following him. He never is suggested that he's.
If Tiger says, I want Bronny on the PGA Tour, will the tour put him on?
No chance.
Yeah, no.
No?
No chance.
Okay.
I mean, listen, here's the deal. Charlie Woods, good player, right? We see him play with his dad in a fun little team format every December.
Had a bad day.
Listen, he's still young. He's not like a senior in high school yet, but he's like the number 5 guy on the high school team.
He's going to have to go play his way in.
Right, it's a good team, but it's
about
not
golf.
like some 5A powerhouse.
Right. Keep playing. I'm sure that Charlie Woods will try and play pro golf until he's 30 and then see where he's at.
Yeah, for sure.
And he'll he's a college level golfer. He's not terrible.
Yeah, I mean, he'll play some low level,
By the way, how old is he now? 15?
I think he's rising
16. 16?
Say sophomore, maybe.
Go shoot 83 on a tough track in a unique position. That is not the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, he's fine. Leave Charlie alone.
Leave Charlie alone.
Leave the Chuckster.
He tried the Monday or pre-qualified for the Cognizant Classic down in the old Honda, and just people in the fairway.
Yeah. That's what
asking
I'm saying.
for his autograph, coming on no security. I mean, the kid can't.
Yeah, it's
he's
hard.
just not going to hide.
Right, and he's not a good enough golfer
That's
to
the problem.
block all that out.
Right.
You know, if you're like super good and you can just block it out because I'm in a hallway here.
Right.
Question that needs to be asked: who's the PGA Tour Player of the Year?
Oh, that's Scotty. Let's not.
But it's
what would you rather have?
I would
Scotty's year or Xander's year.
I'd probably rather have Scotty's year.
Okay, I'd rather have
Pretty
Xander's
dominant year. I mean, I get it.
Well, first of all, for this to really be a question, Xander has to win the FedEx.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's done.
No, I'm just saying.
What if Xander beats Scotty in the FedEx?
If there, that's my point.
Right.
My point. Like, you're saying this because he just won, and I appreciate it all, but not Scotty's 6 wins, his players, his major, making history with the number of wins before July,
and the
trumps
wins.
the 2 majors that Schauffele and nothing else.
Which would you rather have?
I'd rather have Scotty's year. Because I'm the player of the year. I'm counting that as part of the accolades
I mean, you
of my
start
year.
talking Masters, you start talking players, the signature events. I mean, those fields are deep.
Number
he's winning
one.
Travelers, he's winning RBC, he's winning
But I will
API.
say this: if Schauffele wins the FedEx Cup, then he will and should be Player of the Year. And here's why: because he's going to have that extra narrative of he's going to have to come from behind to beat the guy that he's contending with. Right?
What if Schauffele wins one of the playoff tournaments?
Well, it's still Scheffler.
And neither of them win the tour.
I think Xander needs to win the FedEx Cup. For this to be a real
first of all, neither of them win the championship. That's not happening.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I mean, Scheffler's got like a 6-shot lead over whoever's 3rd or 4th, isn't he? I don't even know what the breakdown
Xander
is.
will be a couple back.
If Xander wins the FedEx Cup, if he wins the championship, then yeah, he probably will be Player of the Year. But if he doesn't, then he won't be. Yeah. That's what I would say.
All right. And we talked about coming into the year. Scotty,
I'd rather have Xander's year.
Excuse me.
I hear you.
Scotty
got
had not won after
he won,
like
I won
mid-April.
3 times as much,
and now he has this
Fun
year.
to win.
But again, he's a Q1 early Q2 player.
I don't think you would, man. Really, you wouldn't really. You would take Scheffler's over. No, 2 majors are great for your history.
Telling me how to think?
No, I'm just trying
telling me what I would think.
I'm trying to persuade you. You would have historically it would be 2 wins that will last forever. But it's your job. You're out there every week. You're competing against the best of the best.
Yeah.
I really think you'd rather raise that trophy 6 times than twice because you're not raising it at John Deere. You're raising it at the Players. You're raising it at the Masters. You're number 1 in the world. You're making history. I don't know, man. The 2 majors are great. If I didn't have any,
I'd take the 2.
Yeah.
Can't convince me otherwise.
Okay.
They've played 64 rounds and 67 rounds. Scotty 64, Xander 67. Average score 67 and 68.6. Xander has 16 top 25. Scotty has 14. Scotty has 13 top 10. Xander has 10. 6-2 in wins. So Scotty has made $28 million.
If this was any other year and there were different situations, that's a big disparity in winning.
Yeah,
I agree.
And by those stats, it tells me Xander's played more events than Scotty has. Significant amount. 3 or 4 more, probably.
2 more is what I just said.
Oh, yeah, I didn't miss that part.
Yeah. Rory's played 16 tournaments as well. His scoring average 68.3. He's made 10.3.
Is that better than Schauffele's?
No. He has a better average score than Schauffele's. 68.3 to 68.6.
And Scheffler's 67, full shot and a half better. Yeah, that's a significant amount.
And I think the players weigh the Players Championship pretty heavily too. Just the depth of
It's
that
a little more oomph than the regular tournaments, but it's still not a major.
The Open Championship
Stuart, with all due
field,
respect.
The Open Championship field, you get a lot of
Fifth
random
major.
kind of world qualifiers. Tristan Lawrence and these guys. I mean, obviously,
whoever wins the FedEx Cup is going to be voted the Player of the Year. It's simple as that.
All right. Well, if it's one of the 2 of them.
If it's not one of the 2 of them, correct.
Right,
If it's not
that's
one
what
of the
you
2 of them, then it'll be Scheffler. Like every scenario. I think the only scenario that Schauffele is the Player of the Year.
If it's not one of the 2 of them, then it will be Scheffler. Oh,
yeah.
If they don't win it, then Scheffler will win.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Let's. We got the 3M.
3M, baby.
Is this the last one before the
TPC
playoff?
Twin Cities. We go 3M. We go Olympics. We go Wyndham in Greensboro, and then we go playoffs.
Okay. None of those are elevated.
Signature.
No.
This is just a little. His little pittance will be.
All right, give me the money, please. Money totals.
Let's hear it, Gibby.
All right, so we got the money totals here. And coming up in last place, let's start with last place. Let's see, we got Jeff Prosser, 20.6. Hicken, 20.8. It's really close. I'm next with 25.9. And then Stewie, 26.7. That Shoffley winner this week.
Stewie, is this back-to-back years that you may win this thing?
I don't like to talk about it too much, but yeah.
All right.
How's Nick Bolton feel about it?
Rob Bolton.
Same thing. What about Nick Bolton? What's he, a singer? Who is Nick Bolton?
He's a linebacker for the Chiefs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolton.
That's his son.
Shoffley got
Bolton is his son.
Got Stewie
3.1.
What?
Nick Bolton has the long hair, much like Michael Bolton. They're related. You have the first pick, Jeff. Go ahead and take Scotty. He's a late entrant, by the way. I don't know if you saw that.
Is he?
Yeah, you may want to grab him.
Man, I had guys that were. I have guys that were playing good until the British Open, and they all missed the cut. And so it makes me not. I got to go Fee now. I mean, he's won here before. I think he's whatever. I'll go Fee now.
Oh my God!
Is that who you were going to take?
Oh, sure.
It was. And you say like I'm stupid or something.
No,
like considering other guys.
He's the obvious choice. This is a problem. I'm not taking. Oh boy, Rob Bolton does not like our. I'll take Cam Davis.
Cam Davis was he won like Iowa or somewhere, didn't he? Did he win John Deere?
He won
was that Illinois?
Rocket Mortgage.
Yeah.
Oh, Rocket.
And he's hot. He's been playing good.
All right, ET.
That's what Rob told me.
ET is not picking, so I'm going to pick for him. I'll go with Sam Burns.
Eats worms.
That's who I was not going to take.
All right.
All right, who did Dan take again?
Cam Davis.
I'm back-to-back here?
Yeah.
Oh, digging deep.
We're digging.
And I know plenty. I'm looking at Nick Dunlap, but he might still be in the Reno airport. He might still be in the Reno airport. There are people stranded out there
Nick
trying
Dunlap
to get to
won the Stableford event this past
Barracuda.
week. Yeah.
Good kid. Let's go with, I hate doing this. He has let me down all year. Sahith Theegala.
Yeah. 0 for 3.
For that again.
0 for 3 at the Twin Cities.
Perfect. Look at you reading Rob Bolton. PGAtour.com, everyone.
I'm desperate.
You know what? I'm kind of tired of this guy just like dressing well but not winning enough. Keith Mitchell.
Okay.
Keith Mitchell.
Yeah. That
was a little bit out left field.
Yeah.
I'm going to forget
You
that.
love
come
those
Thursday.
dogs, man. Every week he's taking one.
Lifelong Georgia Tech fan, but I will admit,
Gibby, you're up.
Every week with this guy.
Oh, wait.
And the
Yeah,
dogs.
Gibby's up.
Yeah, I'm up. I'll take Akshay Matia.
That's who I was going to take.
Oh, boy.
Oh, dear.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Golly, good. Gee willikers.
Really digging deep here, Noah.
Yeah, this is...
All right, I'm going to... Bolton, you better come through for me. I'm going Pendrith.
There we go. Get that man on the President's Cup team.
I'm riding with Pendrith.
I took him... I'm going to go with Emiliano Grillo.
Oh,
Grillo.
I love Grillo.
Yeah, well, I don't really love him, but he's got a win here in the top 10, so...
All right.
All right, Stewie. Well done as always.
Who did you take with Davis? Oh, Pendrith?
Yeah, Pendrith. Gibby will get those out in case you want to know who not to pick.
Yeah. What we just did there was...
That was abomination is what it was.
Outstanding.
Really bad.
Yeah. Nobody took Billy Ho. He's playing this week.
It's just
Billy Ho's
tough,
gotta be
man.
tough.
That's
Tired.
emotional, right? Aren't you beat down, you think?
Yeah.
Mentally and physically after
Tough
that?
I would think so.
Same thing with Justin Rose. No one picked
Jet
him.
lag.
Yeah. Is Justin playing this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he has never played the tournament. I don't know, man. I don't trust those guys.
That's
Although
a
they're
big hitter's
You guys
ballpark,
hit on
too.
something, though. I mean, they can't. By the way,
what?
I don't want to call Snopes or get fact finders from AP, but I'm curious if there really are people still stuck in Reno here Tuesday mid-morning.
On my team, Laura
Yeah,
Vescovi.
your face just flushed
Literally.
red at that second
Vescovi
questioning.
is still stuck.
What do you
Vescovi
think?
is stuck.
Huh?
in Reno.
Vescovi is stuck.
Listen, I need to.
6:30
Can I get
a.m.
some
flight,
FaceTime with
eventually
Vescovi?
canceled
Something
around midnight
Heck,
last
did you
night.
see him flinch a little bit there? Has he not flushed red right now?
Oh, my
I mean,
where's the lie detector? Am I back in the interrogation room?
If I put the bright lights of investigation
Pulse
on
is
it,
pounding.
is it? I feel it. Yeah.
She's stranded. They're all
beads of
stranded.
sweat on the forehead.
I see him. Maybe that's
Get
just
Vescovi on the phone. Get her on the phone. Call tour headquarters. She's at work.
I need her to send me a photograph of today's newspaper.
Reno Times
with
Herald.
the date. I want it zoomed in on the right date. Yeah, I need some answers.
All right, this is the drill. Thanks, Stuart.
Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Me, Frank.
Frank Franchi.
I just think about baseball.
With Hayes Carline.
How about that?
They are The Franchi Show.
What's wrong with this picture? You may not look like a winning team, but you are one.
Afternoons on 1010XL.
I just made a visit over to Beach's Dermatology. Shout out to Nate as well, by the way. I saw Doctors Boudreaux and Metz out there, and of course, you can always see Dr. Fader for your Mohs surgery. But guess what? The guys at Beach's Dermatology, they'll check you out, but they don't want to see you. They want you taking care of your skin. The way to take care of your skin is put on that sunscreen. Put on that sunscreen when you're out in that hot Florida sun, man. Put on a hat when you're out in that hot Florida sun. Wear the long sleeve dry fits if you can. Take care of your skin. But if not, then you go see my friends at Beach's Dermatology. They've been taking care of me for decades. Had a good check over just recently, and they'll take care of you as well. All you got to do, give Beach's Dermatology a call online at beachesdermatology.com.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hey there, Weekend Warriors. It's Matt Hayes. Sick of that slice? Tired of those 3-putts? What if I told you your handicap isn't about your swing, it's about your weight? Why not take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with the Waco 180? We're talking 10 strokes off by August, getting your tour card by September, winning your first major, year one. Think about it. Fame, fortune, and most important, winning $5 off your buddy because you, sir, are closest to the pin. Taking strokes off your game is just about 40 pounds away at Awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken 180 does not guarantee an immediate 10 strokes off your score, receiving a tour card, or the ability to control the weather. Individual results may vary. Your newfound athleticism might cause jealousy among your foursome, leading to accusations of steroid use. Awaken is not responsible for defending your honor in the clubhouse. Awaken 180 cannot guarantee that your newfound golf prowess will lead to a sponsorship deal, but we can't not guarantee it either. Awaken 180 is not responsible for any dramatic fist pumps or unsolicited golf tips you give to strangers. Awaken 180 does not offer refunds for any lost wagers made on your improved golf game. Bet wisely, my friend. Strokes off your game by dropping pounds off your frame. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Make sure your roof is ready for the next Florida storm by scheduling a free roof inspection with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to $1,250 on your roof replacement, plus flexible financing up to 15 years. Offer expires July 31st. Restrictions apply. Call 1-855-ROOF-HELP or click universalroof.com.
License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hello, I'm Malcolm Anthony. I've been practicing criminal defense law for over 40 years. It's what I love to do, what I do well. Stay out of trouble, but if you don't, call me, Malcolm Anthony, at 2854-LAW. 2854-LAW for Malcolm Anthony.
This is Hayes Carline here to help you break free from the chains of pest infestation.
The talk of this town is Kingfish Pest Control. By now, many of your neighbors have already joined the Kingfish Revolution, leaving their homes and lawns protected and pest-free. Now it's your turn. Call Kingfish Pest Control and say goodbye to termites, ants, mosquitoes, and other annoying pests. Trust me, you'll get exceptional service and understand why your neighbors and I use Kingfish Pest Control, proud partner of the Jaguars.
Staying active no matter what your age is key to living life at its fullest. And Rebound Rehabilitation wants you to know they can get you back up to speed and back in the game pain-free. Rebound Rehabilitation with 8 locations across the First Coast, top-of-the-line therapists ready to assist you. From neck and back pain, knee or foot pain, they can help. Excellent patient care combined with the highest quality in rehabilitation services. Look for a Rebound Rehab location near you and get back in the game. Log on. ReboundRehab.com.
Catch all the interviews and analysis of this year's ACC Kickoff.
Sold out crowd, Doak Campbell Stadium.
Coverage on 1010XL is brought to you by the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters, Local Union 234, and Salvatore's Pizza at Tapestry Park.
Hicken here for About 9 Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden is frequently called upon for his expert opinion. He is currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder of Bow 9. Visit Bow 9 Associates today and experience the difference. Bow 9 Associates, keeping the First Coast focused.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and it is hot out there. You know that, Greg. But Honda has a plan for you on or off the road.
They do. There are a ton of Honda scooters, Honda mini motos, great for the beach. Also get you out in the woods with a Honda side-by-side. Plenty to do and stay cool.
Yeah, four-wheelers, and you can trick them out.
We can. From stereo systems to big builds, we do it all.
Everything's there for you to see. CyclesOfJacksonville.com online or on Atlantic near Regency. Check out Cycles of Jacksonville.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. During his time at the podium for ACC Media Days, Noles head coach Mike Norvell was asked about the progress of quarterback DJ Uyunglele.
No, he's done a wonderful job. It was good to see his growth. You see the confidence in the rhythm, the timing. Really, done a great job leading by example, and excited to see him take the field.
Former Jag running back Fred Taylor, speaking on 1010XL, commented on what he's looking for from quarterback Trevor Lawrence going into training camp.
Some injuries he fought through, so great courage and a lot of leadership and poise. Yet that didn't help the back end of the season.
The future of the Miami Heat looks bright as the team's prospects of younger players captured the NBA Summer League championship by defeating the Memphis Grizzlies team in Las Vegas. And that's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 82 degrees at 8:58. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back to the program, heading into the 9 o'clock nasty, which is always fun.
I don't know if this is accurate, but I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
I trust the source that it's coming from. It will be today's Shazam Spotlight, brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstore, Stark and Kingsland. It's perfect here on a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday because got the truck at Murray. It's been terrific now. We're coming up on 2 years. Customer service, car buying experience. The thing has just been everything I could have wanted. I got it all done at Catlin. Which most recently included Mrs. P and the patriarch over there, Keith Catlin, getting all sneaky behind my back, Dan, and getting, what do you even call those things, those little step ladder things on the side of the truck?
That's right.
That's what a truck guy I am.
Mm-hmm.
Running somethings?
Boards.
Maybe?
Running
Something
boards.
like that. There you go.
Yeah, running
sure,
boards.
they put those on there. Looks fantastic. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
We talk, there are a lot of, we talk about this team, this dream team, and not dream team, this Team USA. And now they've had to come from behind now and win games over teams that you would not suspect they'd have to. Okay. And how they would never fare well against the 92. I stand by that. 92 Dream Team would beat this team by 30, night in and night out. And then they'd beat them again by that the next night. And then say, if you got anything else to say, or we'll beat you by 40 tomorrow night. They would literally destroy them. Today's player would cower and it would, agreed?
Yeah.
Jordan and Bird and the boys would fillet these guys and leave them hanging 30-point losers night after night after night, and they'd run off to their $1 trillion in their social media and be just fine with it.
I think so.
But in comparing the 1992 Dream Team that waltzed through to a gold medal win, this stat, the 92 Dream Team faced 5 NBA players.
Total.
In the rest of the Olympics, there were 5 NBA players for a variety of reasons. You know, some countries didn't allow their players to come play in the U.S. The European game had not blossomed to the point. But only 5 NBA players. This year, potentially the team will face, you ready, 59 NBA players.
Oh, yeah.
That's how much the game has grown
it's not going to be
internationally.
an easy ride, but I still don't think they're as good as the 92 team.
Well, and I don't think they are at all, and I think they're right now, if what we've seen the last 2 games is an indication they're an embarrassment to the country right now, as big an athletic an embarrassment as the soccer team. You're playing South Sudan and Germany with Schroeder and Tice and dudes that barely get 12, 13 minutes a game, and you guys are the ones that get all the $60 million contracts and all of the endorsements and tell us all how important your opinion is, and you win these games by 2 points. You're a bunch of posers, man.
I always, I agree, by the way, most of what you said, and it'll be interesting to see what they do, but I do think they'll win the gold medal. And if they don't, it will be a huge disappointment, no matter if they're playing 59 NBA guys. They're the best of the NBA guys, okay? They got more better players than any other team. They should win the gold medal. Case closed. Discussion over. With that said, I shift as I see players arriving to various camps. It's reporting day, and the Jags on the field tomorrow, and a lot of excitement here in Jacksonville about our football team. And, you know, we think we have a good football team. Do we have a great team? I'm not so sure. We'll find out. You asked me earlier in the program, really almost at the beginning of the program, hey, Hick, what's a
fulfilling season?
Fulfilling season. I'm like,
the season's over, and you're happy for it.
The journey is the postseason. You know. Now I have one of my students in here watching the show today. Terry, he's a Kansas City Chiefs fan. He would tell you differently.
Yeah, you got to win a Super Bowl. It's not a successful season.
He'd tell you we better win a Super Bowl.
Well, that's yeah.
Is that right, Terry? That's what you'd say, right? Yeah, he'd say you got to win the Super Bowl. Okay. So, but this is it bothers me a little bit about this. And I get the Chiefs now. They've won back-to-back, so it's a little different. Who am I, Jeff? I'm a coach of an NFL team. I've gone to the playoffs all 3 of my years.
Okay.
I'm 34-17 as a head coach, and I've won 2 playoff games and lost 3. Why is my name even being mentioned as being on the hot seat?
Are you talking about right now?
Yeah.
This year? Are you McCarthy?
No. I've coached 3 years. I'm
34 total in your whole career?
My whole career. I'm 34-17. I've been to the playoffs all 3 years. I've won a division title. I went 2-3 in the playoffs. And yet I continuously see this up over and over again about, well, they better do something this year or
Zach Taylor?
Nope.
No, because he hasn't been. I'm trying to think. I started to
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
but he's only been 3 years, though.
Yeah.
He's currently only 3 years. All
3
3
years.
Yeah,
3
Cincinnati wasn't in the postseason last year.
Yeah, I've been every year.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think for a second.
I'll give you a clue that'll give it away.
Sirianni?
Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni. Why is he on a hot seat?
He's on a hot seat.
Well, I mean, every time I look up, somebody.
You know the name. They're. You know what the apparent fascination is up there?
What, belly?
Silurian belly.
Yeah,
that's what he wants. Wants belly.
Yeah, that's a different. Would
you take belly or Sirianni?
Oh, I take belly, but I got Sirianni, and he's done a good job for me. He's got me in the postseason every year. You get me in the postseason, I'm not criticizing a coach who gets me in the postseason. They took the Chiefs down to the wire.
This dude basically fired a guy who had just won him the Super Bowl 2 years before.
What do you mean? Oh, the owner.
Yeah, Peterson.
Well, Howie and
I mean, the
whole gang. Yeah,
yeah.
I just think the Eagles. They're lucky they won 1 Super Bowl. They've got to me they're kind of. You got a lot of nerve, club.
Okay.
Like, who are you?
Okay.
Like, who? Like, how dare you poo-poo a guy who's, been to 3 straight 9-8, 14-3, and 11-6.
I think
but they were 10-1 last year.
Well, that's what I was going to say. They were the Jags. They were no different
or better. They were the NFC version of the Jags, except they made the playoffs, but they lost.
And not only lost, Dan, you remember? Mm-hmm. They went to Tampa and got the crap kicked out of them, didn't they?
Yes.
Didn't the Bucs beat the Eagles 38-10 or something?
The Eagles were done. But I and so their big thing is, well, he changed both offensive and defensive coordinators.
Okay. This offseason?
And Jalen Hurts has a massive contract, so he ain't going anywhere.
They got Kellen Moore, maybe? What would they get?
I think they do have Kellen Moore. I think they got Fangio, too, if I'm not mistaken. is what I think.
Yeah, Sirianni annoys me.
Well,
he annoys
fine.
me. There's been a couple of I don't know what they are specifically.
Fangio and Kellamore.
I only know that I have been annoyed by him.
Okay.
Like, I don't have the specific of the way he responded or acted, or he takes his time. I mean, like, real early to the party, acted like it was his party, felt like. But again, you know, that
34-17, that's 2 out of every 3, my man.
Yeah, I got you.
What more do you want?
I wouldn't fire him.
2 playoff wins, 3 playoff losses, went to a Super Bowl.
But if I can get Bill Belichick, I don't.
Again, that's different.
Well, here's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
If you were saying, that he was going to be fired after this previous season with this record, that's not the same as the hot seat. Maybe it's just hey, you know what? We need to get going back in the right direction.
Yeah.
Like what it implies is if they go 8-9, he could get fired, and then we would be like, well, that's not fair.
Yeah. To me, 34-17 in the regular season, making the playoffs all 3 years, and you're still not satisfied. I don't know what else I got to do.
They went to a Super Bowl. You won an NFC.
Yeah. You won an NFC.
You won a conference crown.
Yeah.
That's big. It's hard to do.
I know. I don't.
How many have we won? Oh yeah. Oh wait.
None.
Yeah. Hard to do.
None. It's just funny to me. And again, we've talked about this always. When Brady was in New England, it was you got to win a Super Bowl. Now that Mahomes is in Kansas City, you got to win a Super Bowl. I get it. They were going.
It's the same thing in the Lakers. You got to win a title.
Yeah.
The Braves. You got to win the World Series this year.
They were going.
Going into the year.
They were going gaga yesterday over the Mahomes. He rolled out to the left and threw it to the fast kid for the touchdown, and it was fine. It was a good play, but it wasn't like I've seen Mahomes make a million plays better than that.
Yeah, we're just so hungry for football.
I guess so.
Because again,
now listen,
we talked earlier about
Xavier Worthy can provide the
but he's running against air.
Yeah,
I mean, watch.
No, he was being covered.
Okay,
but
I get it. He's not getting pushed. He's not getting jammed. He's not. They're just getting out and stretching.
But
like I was saying that we talked about this earlier, but as the Jaguars will be on the field tomorrow, and I'll report today. Really, the two of the bigger questions. I think there are 3. One of them I think we can see somewhat in camp. Okay, for me, those 3 are this, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those questions / subjects.
Okay,
the incorporation of a completely new defensive scheme and where the new parts fit. Getting that down to second nature as quickly as you can, so when the season starts at Miami, you're hitting the ground running, completely comfortable and good within your new system and scheme. Okay, that's one.
Mm-hmm.
2, improvement in the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
From Morse and hopefully some trickle out on the offensive line to all of the additions on the defensive line that we've talked about.
Okay.
I don't think either one of those we can get any answers to. The coaches can start to get answers to, but I don't think we get any answers to those at training camp workouts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if the defense does make a play or bomb a play, they're going to get them together. They're going to gather at midfield. They're going to try and make some corrections, and we're going to quickly move on to the next thing. There's going to be no consequence, and we'll move on. Well, if that same mistake is made early September in Miami, it's 7-0 Dolphins. So we really know where we stand in that is what I'm saying. I don't think we'll have an idea. Maybe through some preseason, I doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing in the trenches, same deal. You're not going to learn about your improvement in the trenches in shorts and helmets for the most part.
For sure.
But the third one, and that is the receivers. We'd like to at least see him do what Worthy did yesterday.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Because with Thomas, 0 catches, Davis, new to the team.
Yeah.
You let that go smooth. It's not so much like seeing positive headlines, but don't have to see any negatives. So-and-so has this amount of drops, or so-and-so.
Did you talk about the big pickup for the Gators?
Vernell Brown?
Yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Not Vernell Brown.
Oh, no, then I'm not aware. Yeah.
Okay. This is a quiet, really good sign for Florida football. This guy, Joe Hamilton, who was very instrumental in getting DJ Lagway to come to Florida. He's like, they say he is the Texas recruiter.
That's not Lil Joe Hamilton. Used to play for
he's a big guy.
Georgia
I don't
Tech.
think it is. One of Florida Gators' most influential former recruiting staffers.
Oh, you mean that guy? You mean the staffer coming back?
Yeah.
No, I didn't talk about it, but that's good.
He left for Texas A&M in February.
Okay.
Well, he's coming back as the director of scouting, a role he previously held. This should help also recruiting. He left Florida to become the Aggies' quote assistant general manager. Returned to his home state and the state where he went to college. I don't know what happened, but here it is 3 months later or 4 months later, and he's back. He helped Napier at Louisiana. They got the Sun Belt's #1 recruiting class 3 years in a row. instrumental in getting Lagway to go with Florida. The 2025 class is not off to the best of starts. All right, getting Vernell Brown certainly
got him
helps.
up to, I think, 31 in the on-3 composite.
Is that what it is?
But it was up from like 55 or 60 or something.
But that's a good get for Florida to bring him back. Now, listen, here's the thing. I don't even know how much you can celebrate Vernell Brown. It would have been a bigger story if Vernell Brown didn't go to Florida. It was like a must-get for Billy.
Yeah.
Because he's family.
And finally, that family card plays to a point where he's a really high recruit.
Yeah. But you had to get him. I mean, if you didn't get him, it would have been like, oh, they can't even get the family guys. You know, I mean, so that was important.
It's arguable that is this Vernell Brown the fourth or the third, or do we even where are we at?
Third, I thought I saw third.
Okay, so the Vernell Brown the third could very well be the best of the Browns.
Oh yeah,
right. I mean, he's starting with the highest ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side, is it Miles Graham, right? Ernest Graham's kid, Miles Graham, is coming in as just a high recruit, maybe even higher than Ernest was when he came to Florida. Now, Ernest Graham was a really good, underrated Gator, wasn't he?
Very good.
Where do you think Ernest Graham is? Is he top 10 Florida career rushing?
Yes,
I would think so. Is he
100%.
top 5?
Probably.
He might be.
Yeah.
He's kind of he's an underrated Gator.
Vernell Brown's dad is Vernell Brown.
Correct. Oh,
right.
His Vernell Brown, which Vernell Brown?
The current one.
His dad was Vernell Brown, I thought junior.
Right.
Yeah, so that would make him Vernell Brown the third.
Right. And then John L. Brown was related to the Vernell Brown too, right?
Was he? I didn't know that.
I thought so.
That's
I could
the
be wrong.
Palatka zone? I
don't think he is.
No, I'm saying John L. Oh, no. John. Who am I thinking?
John L. Williams.
Yeah, who would you say?
John L. Brown. Wasn't there a John L. Brown?
What was he, like a D? Who?
You don't remember John L. Brown?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
What era is that? There was like a John Brown, like big-time recruit who never, like...
John L. Brown was a player at the University of Florida.
Was he a lineman?
79, 80, 81, and 82.
Oh, yeah, that's before me. Never heard of him.
Played quarterback his first year, switched to running back.
No, never heard of him.
Oh.
No. I went to Florida in 85.
Yeah. I think John L. was related to Vernell.
Okay.
But I don't know for a
That's
fact.
totally believable. I was thinking, when you said that, John L. Williams popped into my head.
Yeah. But I'm curious about that.
We're becoming a couple of lemonade drinking, doddering, old, sitting on the front porch and rocking chair fools with this conversation.
We are. So we'll go to break.
It's a Gallon Truck Accessories Tuesday. We'll take our medicine and be back with more next. You have heard about the 1010XL YouTube channel. Now check out our team-specific channels, 1010XL Jaguars, 1010XL Gator, and 1010XL Seminoles, bringing up specific, up-to-the-minute video coverage of your favorite local team. And find us on YouTube today.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Hey, man, I'm going to give you the updates. There's a reason I, recommend stuff for y'all. Almost exclusively, it's stuff that I've either done, used, try, and I'm just telling you, man, with this Integra Concierge Medicine, I couldn't be happier with the direction that we're heading. It all started with an initial appointment. Sit down, and let's just talk about where you are, where you feel with your health, your general health and otherwise, where you're looking and hoping for improvement. And listen, for different guys, could be a variety of reasons. I'd like to sleep better. I'd like to have more energy. A variety of things in addition to your just general nutritional health that you can cover with my Doc on Demand, Paul Bousset. And over the course of that and the blood work and the analyzation all properly explained, there are so many easy ways to get way back to your best. And I'm telling you, man, the combination of more energy and still sleeping better than you ever have, make it make sense to me. He'll make it make sense. 619-3609, 619-3609. That's Integra Concierge Medicine.
Jags fans, the Jaguars are back at the Miller Electric Center for training camp. Presented by Dreamfinder. You won't want to miss out. Stop by to get the first look at Trevor Lawrence and the team as they prepare for the 2024 season. To check out camp dates and secure your tickets, go to jaguars.com/training camp. Daily availability is limited, so lock in your tickets today.
How good is that? Hey folks, Hicken here for Zero Res. You and I know Zero Res loves cleaning carpets in your home. But did you know Zero Res can also clean the carpets where you work? Take a look at the floors where you work, and if they need cleaning, suggest to the boss they call Zero Res. For the month of July, Zero Res offering 20% off all commercial carpet cleaning. Call Zero Res, and they'll come out and give you a free estimate on what it will take to get the job done. Zero Res, man, you spell it forward. Zero Res, you spell it backwards. Zero Res, it's the right way to clean.
It's time to fire up your grill, shoot off some fireworks, and launch one of the biggest sales in the history of the United States. It's our independent sale happening right now at Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet. Whether you drive a car, a truck, or an EV, everyone is welcome to celebrate our independent sale with the lowest prices, largest inventory, and the most love for our country. Come celebrate with Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. You don't want to miss this.
You've got questions, and so do we. 1010XL gets you answers from the coaches and players at ACC Kickoff. Fantastic. Brought to you by
Salvatore's Pizza at Tapestry Park.
and the Plumbers and Pipefitters Local Union 234.
David Lane here again for Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. After several surgeries for age-old issues, mainly my back and shoulders, there's no doubt that Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is my sustaining resource for living pain-free. Take it from me, and I'm being really honest here, there's no better orthopedic facility here in Jacksonville.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Bueller Aaron Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's challenger, a paint color namer from Jacksonville, Florida. Meet Irving Stapler.
Hi, Howie.
So the next round is word association. I'll say a word and you give me the first word you think of. Engagement ring.
Jeweler.
Gas station.
Fueler.
Aaron Burr.
Dueler?
Air conditioning.
Wow. Jeez. It's a toughie.
Come on, Irv. The sponsor's going to kill me now.
Oh, Bueller. That's right, Irv.
If your AC is struggling through the summer heat, the first name you should think of for fast, friendly, 5-star service is Bueller Air and Plumbing. The name to know to make sure you are cool.
Have a beer, Irv.
Cooler.
Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
This is Frank Frangie. Join Dan Hicken and me for All Things Gators, our podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists with new episodes every Monday. Subscribe and listen by searching for 1010XL Florida Gators podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or TuneIn.
Denny Thompson here. Tackle burglars and protect your turf. Give yourself peace of mind catching everything around your home with Tyson Sound & Security's cutting-edge surveillance cameras. For safety and convenience, Tyson has you covered for all home cameras and security systems. I'm talking HD recording, night vision, and remote alerts all from your phone or computer. Call Tyson Sound & Security right now at 904-762-1000. Tyson Sound & Security. Security and automation experts.
Brian Wall here. Would you take your paycheck, go to the bank, cash it, and then simply throw it up in the air? I didn't think so. But in a way, over the years, that is exactly what you're doing if you have old or builder-grade windows in your home. Even if you have a brand new home, those windows are not the best windows you can have to save on your energy bills. Window World has sold millions of replacement windows to homeowners like you, and Window World's customer satisfaction is the highest in the business. Please check Window World out yourself and save on your new windows and on your energy bills. Compare with other companies and you'll see Window World is simply the best for less. It's up to you. You can call Window World and get a free estimate, get the best guarantee in the window replacement business, save money on your new windows, and save more on your energy bills. Call Window World today at 904-443-7001 or go online to windowworldneflorida.com. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Welcome back to the show. Kent Fuchs is the interim president at UF.
What's going on with that, man?
Well, the
current how you say his name?
I know he did, but how'd that happen? I mean, where'd that come from?
What, him getting it?
No, the other guy stepping down.
His wife is sick.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got to go. He wanted to take care of his family.
Well,
put out
good
a
for
nice statement.
All right, good.
He was a good dude.
I saw the initial, yeah, and he was, and I would have been fine with just that without clarification, but you clarifying.
Yeah. And so he, Sassy's resignation is effective at the end of the month. So, so that's what I'm seeing there. If that matters.
Yannick Ngakoue has lost, I guess, a bid to join the Miami Dolphins. They go with Manny Agba. to replace Shaq Barrett, who up and quit on him. Unique Ngakoue here in Jacksonville had 8 sacks as a rookie. Then he went 12, 9.5, 8. So, Dan, he played 4 seasons since he left after 2019.
Mm-hmm.
In those 4 seasons, can you give me I'd like to guess his sack total by year in those 4 seasons.
After he left?
Yeah, 20, 21, 22, and then last year, 23.
I mean, might have had one double digit, but 7 or 8 most.
2020, he went to the Vikings.
Yeah.
He had 5 sacks in 6 games, and they traded him to the Ravens. That's got to be telling you something.
Yeah.
And then he finished with the Ravens, had 3 more sacks, so that's 8.
8.
Then he went to the Raiders for 1 year. He had 10.
Okay, that was a double digit, yeah.
Then he went to the Colts for 1 year. He had 9.5.
Yeah.
And then last year for the Bears, played just 13 games and had only 4 sacks, and it started to his production started to go down. Tony Brackens is the Jaguars' all-time leader, right? Or did Allen hasn't passed him yet, has he? Or did Josh Allen?
No, he has not passed.
Yeah. Is he second, Josh?
Yeah.
Hines Allen? It's going to be hard saying that. Initially. Then it'll get easy. What does Brackens have, though? 80-something, maybe?
Oh, it was 55.
That's it?
Yeah. Hines Allen, 45.
Unique Ngakoue, if he had
37.5.
If Unique Ngakoue had been playing his entire career here in Jacksonville, all things else being the same, he's got 69 sacks now, Dan.
69, huh?
69 sacks. They got him in what, round 4?
3.
Round 3, 4 years here in Jacksonville. 8, 12, 9.5, 8. Nah, let's just, you can go on.
If you're wondering how important offense is, I always like to see these different stats. Percentage of drives that scored touchdowns in 2023. So the percentage of drives that led to touchdowns, the San Francisco 49ers were number 1 by far. 37% of their drives. 37% of their drives resulted in touhdowns. Anytime you get the ball.
1 out of every 3 times the 49ers. So if you're 49ers, then it's all about getting the ball.
Yeah. Next
Good
up at
grief.
32%, we have a tie. That would be Detroit and Miami, playoff teams.
Believable.
Next up after that, 31%. So, again, 5% difference, by the way, between San Fran and Detroit and Miami. Then Dallas at 31, playoff team. Buffalo at 30, playoff team. Baltimore at 29%, great defense, but a playoff team. These are all, Philadelphia.
Is that the order?
This is the order.
So far, everyone's been a playoff team, and so is Philly.
Yeah, Philly at 27%, Green Bay at 26%,
Playoff.
the Rams at 25%,
Playoff.
finally New Orleans, 23%, which is 14% less than San Francisco. The Jags, 21%. So they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
One's
7,
1 out of
8,
every
9,
3,
10,
one's 1
11.
out of every 5, and that's how the one comes to your house and beats you by 24.
Yeah. The Jags were tied with Minnesota and Tampa Bay, 1% ahead of Washington, Arizona, Denver, Seattle, Chicago, Indy, and Houston. Bleh. Although Houston was a playoff team.
Yeah, hold on a second. What about the 5-headed, best quarterback to come along ever? Just ask him C.J. Stroud. He's way down there at that percentage.
Now, the worst team, who do you think the worst team was? The percentage of drives that scored touchdowns, 9% of their drives.
Carolina.
Nope. Carolina was second worst, 11%.
New England.
New England was third worst, tied with the Giants at 13%.
When you gave me the Giants would have been my next guess.
Mm-hmm.
The Jets.
The Jets, 9% of their drives.
That's with the number 2 pick.
Yeah. So that's why people are, you're grateful that you're getting something at quarterback this year, you hope, It's not like he has to be out of this world, right?
Who? Trevor?
Aaron.
Oh, Aaron. I was comparing him to Zach Wilson. I was thinking in my head. You want to talk about like a miss, right?
Mm-hmm. You mentioned Trevor. He is.
Well, any questions about Trevor? I'm putting it back to that framework of all those other first rounders aren't even on their team ananymore.
Yeah.
And none of them are going to even be starting probably.
You mentioned Trevor. He is in the top 100.
I think 93 maybe.
90.
And that's voted by the players,
94,
so that's not homers
94.
or media or anyone else. Those are the guys who go out and play against him. Again, 100.
He needs to be higher, though.
There's only you bet he does. And there's only a certain amount of players in the league. So, what are you cracking? The 1 out of 3.7 again? How many players are there?
Yeah. We had, I wanted to mention, I haven't had a chance to mention
Thousands.
it. I know you did earlier, but Mark Carnevale passed away at the far too young age of 64. Very sad story. Really good dude. And if you ever met Carnevale, Carney, as he was known, and I know he's a big frequent guester with the Lunch Bunch back in the day with Joe C. His good buddies with him.
Yeah.
So my prayers and heart goes out to Mark had a long-time girlfriend, and his dad was like a legend. He was like the head coach of North Carolina basketball and won like a Purple Star in the military. I mean, just a hell of a guy, apparently. I don't know much about him. But Mark Carnevale was just 64, and all around Jacksonville, everybody knew Carney.
If you're involved,
good dude.
and I've done stories with him, and it's like many people, when you're here in Jacksonville for a long time, for 2 or 3 or 4 years, you'll be in close contact with someone or doing a lot with them. And I had that brief period like that with Carnevale, and it was all around. I think he may have maybe won as a rookie here, so we're doing this is before the Jaguars when you had to go out and hustle up stories, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
So you're close with the Blaine McAllisters and the Rocco Mediates and the pro golfers that are living here because you're going to rely on them for.
He was a PGA Tour Rookie of the Year. He won a tour event
super nice, laid back, have a
Yeah.
cold beer with you, dude.
Yes,
Just like Joe C.
Yes.
If Joe C could be a pro golfer, he'd be Carnevale.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
Just a good dude.
Just sad, and like I said, unexpectedly passed away at the age of 64. So anyway, thoughts and prayers to all those who know him and love him, and he will be missed. And it really transitioned nicely into a career as a broadcaster. It was very good.
Yeah, it was very
I saw
good.
somebody yesterday on social media say he's probably followed Tiger Woods more than any other broadcaster. So I thought that was interesting. But anyway, hate to see that. Hate to see that. And I wanted to mention that. And
is this new? Is this the one that this just came out?
What's that?
This I don't know, Jaguar hype video, I guess.
Oh yeah, it's one he did.
E.T. is voicing it, but Little Eden. Well, it can't be really. We got Mr. Eden Kendall. We got Eden Kendall. We got Mr. Eden Kendall. But then you got
his son.
The son has been very good. Done a lot of cool videos and that kind of thing. Is the one that puts it together. I guess he works for the Jags, or do you know?
I think so.
Yeah. So yeah, looks pretty cool. I can't hear E.T.'s voice because we're doing a radio show.
Yeah.
I was just taking a look at that.
Austin
excited
Riley left the game last night because his wife went into labor.
I did not notice that, Dan. It got to be 4-0, and your boy had enough. He went to bed at 9:05. I can show you the exact. We can go to my Sleepbit app, my app here, and I'll show you exactly what time. But yeah, no, I went to sleep. It was pretty clear that nothing was really going to be happening for the Braves, and again with these injuries, I'm not conceding. I still want to try and make the playoffs. Let's keep it together as best we can until some reinforcements come back. But this team that they're trotting out here day to day is like a 70-win team, Hick. If this was their team for the year, they'd go 70-92.
Oof.
So can they withstand here for Michael Harris should be coming back soon at some point. I mean, he went out with a hamstring injury 8 weeks ago. Gibby, what's the deal with Michael Harris?
Yeah, he should be back, I would think.
Is he playing? Is he rehabbing? Has he had minor league assignments? Anything, or do you know?
I'm checking right now, but I haven't heard the latest on him. But he's been out 6-8 weeks.
Yeah, I would say this: if Michael Harris is doing rehab stints in AA and AAA, let's scratch that and let him do his rehab stint in Atlanta and play 3 innings if you want something.
So here's the update: Michael Harris has not progressed to sprinting yet.
Oh, for the love of Pete, man.
Likely
He must have ripped that
in
thing
August.
off his phone, man.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
We got no Albies, no Acuna. We haven't had Harris for 2 months. We had Acuna for 47 games, man.
Harris out till at least early August.
Somehow you'll come up to New York and we'll somehow face
Dude,
Chris
the
Sale in 3
lineup right
games.
now, Hick, is bad, man. And I don't know if you've watched us since you watched us play you.
I have not.
Okay, well, I'm just going to give you here because this is how it's so bad,
I did
Dan.
see something on you guys.
that I can't. It's so bad, Hick, that I can't just rattle it off like confidently. Even after watching last night, I'm going to go to the box score to make sure it's exactly right. But leading off last night and batting .248 now, Jared Kelenic hitting second, playing second base. I mean, suddenly we're the plot line in the movie Major League 5. Nacho Alvarez Jr.
He's a high prospect.
Nacho Alvarez. He's
That's
hitting,
nacho cheese.
Yeah, he's hitting triple bagels for the season now, off to an 0-for-4 start. Batting third and now a .255 on the year. That'd be Austin Riley, replaced at one point by the former Met superstar Zach Short, who's hitting a .119. The one player who's played all year, Marcell Ozuna, went 2 for 3. Then you go Olsen. 220 now for Matty.
Oh, boy.
Also made a nice error last night. Thank you. Adam Duvall, if he fell out of a boat, would not land in water. He is an impotent childlike baseball player.
Oh, dear.
He needs to be cut and released right now. He's hitting 183 after an offer. Then you go Eddie Rosario, who was released by the Nats at last night.
Yeah.
He's hitting 186.
Eddie.
Sean Murphy, who we traded for William Contreras, is hitting 202.
Oh, boy.
And then Orlando Arcia is hitting 212. That's our lineup. Kellenic, Alvarez, Riley Ozuna Olsen, and then Duval, Rosario, Murphy, Arcia. It's a 3-man lineup, and 2 of the 3 ain't hitting.
Oh, dear.
Oof.
Olsen's OPS is 699 this year, was 946 last year. Sean Murphy, 949 last year, 631 this year. Arcia, 793, 577.
Yeah.
They're all down.
Yeah, I need Murphy. And here's what can happen. Murphy and Duval, Murphy and Olsen could very well get hot, and play the last couple of months of the season, hitting 330 and hit 10 homers apiece. I'm not giving up on being a playoff team, but man, now just 9 over 500. They're now, I think, 4 games under 500 without Acuna. That's just, no bueno, man.
Been a lot of games, right? When did Acuna get hurt?
Played, they say 49. He played 40, really 47, because the 49th game he got hurt early in the game.
What's your record without him?
I think we're 3 or 4 under 500. They got as much as 13 over. I think they were 12 over 500 when Acuna went out. Now they're 9 over 500. So they're -3. 3 under 500 since Acuna. And by the way, Strider got hurt his second start of the year. They literally had him not at all. Free got hurt with his forearm thing earlier in the year and missed a month. Now he's out until goodness knows when. They told us Harris had a hamstring strain, and 8 weeks later he ain't sprinting. I mean, keep him off the pickleball court. He sounds like E.T. So, yeah, we got problems. Problems on the homestead.
I think I said earlier, misspoke, and I'm getting texts from the boys. I said purple star. I meant purple heart.
I knew you. I didn't want to. I just couldn't.
I'd rather you correct me.
You'd rather me correct you?
Yes.
Okay.
Purple.
Yeah. I knew you said it, but I was just like, we
knew what you meant.
Yeah, we knew what you meant. I wasn't going to pick at it,
Oh, that's fine. I do want to say a purple star.
It's a purple heart.
I know.
Don't go try and find some purple star and where it got it from. Don't try. That sounds like a me move, man. That's me going and finding a legitimate purple star somewhere.
Purple star school of distinction designation.
Nah, you got a bronze star. You got a bronze star, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, or a purple heart. But no, don't pull a Jeff move and go tell us how relevant purple star really is.
All right, we got more coming up. We'll see what's trending next right here on The Drill.
Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Proud to live in Jacksonville.
This is where we live.
Proud to be Jacksonville Sports Radio. We are 1010XL.
Yo, E to the T here, and we've all been there before. A weekend trip to the casino? Canceled because real life came calling. My bookie's new and improved online casino is here to change the game. Dive into a truly realistic casino experience featuring the latest in slots, progressive jackpots, and live dealer action. All from the comfort of the crib, my boy. I love the live casino. Just go to my bookie and click live casino at the top. You'll find the dealers ready to spin just like you're at the casino. The MyBookie Casino provides the Las Vegas experience with the actions in your hands, and you don't even need to wear pants, my guy. Start at MyBookie today with a generous sign-up bonus using promo code 1010XL and a revamped loyalty program that'll ensure the host an exclusive VIP perk. So sign up and hit the casino with promo code 1010XL. The more you play, the more you win. Only with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Prosser here. As you may or may not know by now, I did the research and decided to go with Jack's Concrete Coatings for my garage floor. OMG, as the kids would say. I can't begin to tell you how good it looks, how happy we are. We brag on it anytime someone walks in the garage. They had the job finished in 1 day with a lifetime warranty. That's right. As the certified Pintech dealer for North Florida, the only company offering pure polyurea, I can't wait to do my patio deck next. Call 862-2000. That's the number, 862-2000, or jacksconcretecoatings.com.
Bolt City Heating and Air is here to keep you cool this summer. Anytime, any day, whenever you need fast, reliable air conditioning service. Their friendly technicians have fully stocked work vans, so they can get your AC done on site the same day. Rely on a family-owned Jacksonville-grown company this summer to keep your home cooling system working smarter, not harder. Experience the bold difference. Visit BoldCityAC.com to schedule your service appointment. BoldCityAC.com.
Brackish Vodka, the official vodka of UNF Athletics, 100% made in Jacksonville, is available at all local liquor stores. Visit Browdy's, Total Wine, ABC, Shores, Golden, Sahara's, Golden Ox, and more. Drink our gluten-free San Francisco Spirit award-winning vodka and see why it's the smoothest vodka you can buy. When you drink Brackish Vodka, you support all of our local employees, and all the money stays in Jacksonville. Drink Brackish Vodka and live life slightly salty. Proud partner of the Jaguars.
Does the building you go to work in every day need a little love and attention? Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Great companies take great care of the buildings their staff and customers walk into every day. If the building you're in doesn't match the vision you have for your company, we can help. Go to performance-painting.com. Our highly trained team makes the difference. Quality coatings applied with pride.
Performance Painting.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On July 23rd, 1925, baseball legend New York Yankee Lou Gehrig hits his first of 23 career Grand Slams.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Right now, you may be running a little late, or feeling stressed, or overwhelmed, and you may be going a bit over the speed limit. So to help you relax, exhale. Ease up on the gas. You'll get there when you get there. Take a moment to just chill. This little break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700, offices Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with Awaken 180. Between increased flexibility, strength, and endurance, breaking 100 or 90 or even 80 could be just 40 pounds away. Get there this summer with the solution for weight loss. Awaken180weightloss.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. Yeah, it's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. We're going to finish things off by seeing what's trending. The top 5 are brought to you by the top 1. And here's my quick, so far, so good when it comes to my, here's my review on Integra Concierge Medicine. Wow. Start the process. Call 619-3609. Set up a consultation. You can sleep better, you can look better, you can feel better. It is all right there at 619-3609 or IntegraConciergeMedicine.com. Gibby, take it away.
Number 5.
TNT has matched Amazon's $1.8 billion media rights deal to maintain their NBA coverage. So that means Chuck and the boys inside the NBA is staying put.
Yeah, I almost want him to leave because I had so many goodbyes and so many questions and so many, I'm sick of it. And so now they're not even going anywhere.
Well, I think by the time that we get back to basketball, you would have changed your mind.
I could care less. I like the show, but I don't. It's a great show. Chuck is great.
I like the show. It's, you know what it is?
But you watch it when you happen to catch it.
Right. Listen, those shows are good if your team is relevant.
Yeah.
You want to hear it. Listen,
that's
if you're
fair.
an Atlanta Hawks fan, I don't watch Inside the NBA because I don't want to hear them talk about Kevin Durant in Phoenix. I don't want to hear them talk about Jason Tatum in Boston. I watch those shows when my team
we
is
went
good.
through these tearful goodbyes and we're they match the offer, we're back.
Never work anywhere. I want to know this. The guys that said they're going to work next year and then be done, are they going to stick to that?
Yeah.
I will say this. Those three dudes move the needle enough that they caused the entire group to make a bid on basketball just to keep that show.
Okay.
Right? Don't you think it's as much about keeping that show as it is having the NBA?
Which one did they match, Gibby?
Amazon.
What was Amazon? Like, it's not the same as what they had before, right?
I have no idea.
I just have $1.8 billion.
Well, I mean, TNT was doing, 2 games a week, 3 games a week? It was nothing. It's all about the postseason, really, isn't it?
Is that what it is?
I would think so.
Yeah.
TNT did maybe 3 games a week. ESPN probably did 5 games a week. I don't know how it split exactly. I know the league. I got the ticket, Dan, so I'd watch the Hawks get beat by 15. Call it a night.
All right. Well, anyway, they're back, so well done.
Number 4.
Can I give you Can I give you guys a pet peeve from the NBA though?
Yeah,
sure.
It's getting these kids to summer league who've never played a minute of NBA basketball. They play like a good game and a half, and they shut them down for the summer. Dan Reese Sachet shut down for the summer. Bronny shut down. Doesn't need another game of experience. They shut them down like they're like the NBA All Stars.
Yeah.
Isn't that what the summer league's for?
This is how the whole load management thing starts.
Yeah, there you go.
Right here.
Plant that seed early.
Yeah.
Number 4, this is the trendy team of the offseason in the NFL. The Houston Texans announced today, in fact, about 30 minutes ago, the Texans have sold out their season tickets.
Well, good for them. And more disappointed fans each and every Sunday as the big mouth squad of the NFL gets a lesson in humility and, can soak up their 8-9 season in GTH. So there you go. Enjoy, yahoos. Eat your brisket, drink your Lone Star beer, go in and watch get upset by Indy and go home and cry.
Good.
Number 3.
Houston's like my new least favorite team. I'm gonna have fun.
They're your
with
new
this
Xander
year.
Schauffele.
It's gonna be good. Xander never got the full scorched earth, but yeah. Oh, he was pretty bad.
You got him good.
Yeah, not to the level of some of the others that actually left. Never got it that bad.
This trending topic, Dan, actually happened in your game last night.
Okay.
The Mets and the Fish.
Yeah.
Jazz.
I wouldn't know. I couldn't watch it.
Yes, you can. I keep meaning to call you.
How?
They did what we said. If you're not going to offer it, then you can watch it through your service.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you can watch. Like now, they don't black it out because there's no Bally's here.
Well, I went to ESPN Plus.
I meant to tell you
on
that
Friday night, and it said nope, sorry.
They blacked it out on if you have the extra innings.
I don't have extra innings. I have MLB.com.
Well, I think it's the same thing.
All right.
No, but I meant to tell you this. Yeah, I've watched your game.
Okay.
Parts of it, and I've watched the Braves play them. We played the Marlins a couple of times. And that's kind of what I said. Well, if they're going to black it out here, then you ought to at least be able to watch it on, the streaming services. And so, yeah, they've lifted. I watched the Marlins and the Phillies a couple of weeks ago because I was, at that time, still rooting for the Phillies to lose. Now I don't care.
So last night in the Mets-Marlins game, Jazz Chisholm gets rung up on a ball that's at least 6 inches outside, and he calls for the robot umps. After a horrible
after
call.
the game?
Yeah.
Well, the umpire, umpires should be suspended. Like because here's what happens. Ump will barely miss a call. Player will question them or be rude to them. Umpire will deliberately call a ball a strike. How this is allowed by Major League Baseball is beyond me.
And it's
make a decision.
One.
Either punish a batter and tell him he's never allowed to pop off, even though umpires are mules who make, to minimum. They should make minimum. They're just there to arbitrate. No one came to watch anyone but the stars.
Yeah.
And so, you're going to get chirped at a little bit because you're the hired help.
Yeah.
And you don't get to intentionally call balls and strikes to punish people.
Nobody on a team 30 games under should be saying anything.
Well, that's fair. And then Jazz Chisholm maybe isn't the poster child for the personality type to win that argument, but this happens too. I saw it in the poor kid for Houston. Crawford hitting leadoff. And they jammed him from the first pitch. And then the second time around, because he had complained on the first one, he jammed him worse. Ball's 6-8 inches outside, calling it on purpose. It's just weak, man.
In the future, you're going to be able to challenge these calls because they're doing this now at AAA where you get 3 challenges per game.
I'm all for it, man. I am all for getting rid of those lazy, obnoxious home plate umpires.
The batter just taps their head, and then they review it on the big screen in the stadium, and it takes 5 seconds.
Just like the tennis, where it shows it fly in there.
And they're going to institute that pretty soon because the Jumbo Shrimp are doing it. They're AAA, so they're even having that instituted.
And by the way, the home plate umpires should take heat from this. Gosh, I better be better. I better make sure. Here's what I don't like, and I hear this a lot. You guys follow that John Boy on social media, I'm sure, and they'll do the lip reading. And this here is heard so much. You see these. That's my zone, or that's my zone tonight. Buddy, you don't have a zone. It's baseball zone. You don't get your own. And the zone is armpits to kneecaps and over the plate. There you go. There's no zone. There's a strike zone. Call it or go back to AA.
Number 2.
All right, 2 more. The Jags reporting for camp today, one of 23 NFL teams that are reporting for training camp today.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's here in full now, and storylines start to develop, and we're going to be playing preseason football in no time.
Good.
Number 1.
Oh, by the way,
yes.
Just speaking to the preseason getting started, and as an aside, I'll piggyback on the NFL. This is just breaking this morning on ESPN NFL, NFLPA Talk. The 18-game schedule is at, quote, a high level. What that means is money wins. We're going to have an 18-game schedule before you know it. Sooner rather than later, the players and the Players Association are the league, and it'll probably involve now 2 bye weeks, I would assume. There'll be some maneuvering, but the 18-game schedule is going to happen sooner rather than later.
All right, more NFL from number 1. Trevor Lawrence comes in at number 94 on the NFL's top 100. Too high, too low, just about right. Where do you feel about this?
You know what? I think at his best, he's better than that. And where he was last year, he was lower than that. So, I don't know if we're taking a happy medium. Here's another thing, too. They vote on this thing at, Thanksgiving. So it's very well possible the Jags were, 8-4, and Trevor played pretty good, and there were still memories of last season's conquest at the end of the year. So I'm not surprised. I mean, 100's going pretty deep. I think you should have 15 quarterbacks in the 100, and he's been showing up 15 to 17, and he's at the very, very fringe edge of that 100, but he did make it.
I'd like to see Trevor about 12th this time next year.
That's correct. He needs to be where Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, or anybody else that you're tracking would be.
Yeah.
Wasn't Bortles in the 50s that year?
I don't know if he got that high. I will say this. Did you guys see the some of the player ballots that were leaked?
Yeah, no. Yes, I did see that.
I will say this. If you go by that, now it's a very small sample. It's only 4 or 5 of them. But I'll tell you who was 1, 2, or 3 on everyone's ballot. Tyreek Hill.
Oh.
That guy's going to be higher than you would think. I'm going to go ahead and predict when we get to the end, Tyreek Hill's going to be 1, 2, or 3 because every ballot, that's where he was.
Blake Bortles in 2016 on the top 100 NFL players, 56.
Wow.
56.
That's right. That's a good point.
Yeah, and they get all mad at Tom and the team for re-signing him. They had company when it came to being fooled.
And
what year was that?
And the players
2016.
And the players get mad when the voters make a mistake in the Pro Bowl or whatever, All Pro. Well, that wasn't the best one either, was it?
What's interesting is that's 26. That's after his 2015 season where he had right.
Yeah, this is after.
This is before 2017. So imagine that. I mean, here's a guy who's been voted the 56th best player in the league, and now he's going to take a team to the AFC Championship game.
Blake was ranked over Andrew Luck that year.
Wow. Yeah, the players, they dumb. I'm sorry. Yeah.
They just probably fill this thing out and ship it in.
By the way, that's long enough now that we should do the retrospective. And using that as an example, say we can no longer trust the NFL top 100. It doesn't mean anything.
Fair. I mean,
you've got Blake Bortles ranked ahead of Andrew Luck. Game over. That's mic drop.
Yeah, it's fair.
Speaking of, a good place to cool down.
Yeah. Well done, Gibby.
Now, the Cool Down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since 1987.
Well, I'm rooting for the players to cool down after these practices in the hot Florida sun, and they'll go in the mornings, and so they'll beat the rain most of the time, and that means they'll be out there burning up.
I'm cooling down on the notion that FSU and Clemson are going anywhere, at least not for now. I can't see a path to them having the proper suitor and the I's dotted and T's crossed to make a move.
And the
by
millions
August
that they're
15th.
going to, them coming to an agreement of how many millions. Listen, they're going to have to pay to leave. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to leave to go to the Big 12? I don't know.
They need to cool down when it comes to coexisting with their conference and building it together as strong as you can, man. Instead of putting all this pressure on the conference, how about pressure on North Carolina, Virginia Tech, and others to become, big-time football programs?
Yeah.
To compete for playoff spots and at least enough to pad our schedules, because we're going to have to play you jokers. That's the problem. You want me to stay? I got to play you 9 times a year. They're all running up against top 20 teams, and I'm playing number 90.
Yeah.
And by the way, now the ACC with such rich traditions as SMU Wake Forest on Saturday afternoons at noon, or Cal and Boston College. Nothing screams football excitement like a Stanford trip to Syracuse.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. But,
So, yeah.
they all have. I mean, look, it's the SEC and the Big Ten. And
of all the dumb moves, though, Dan, and that's a cooling down. But we talked about how dumb it was or seemed dumb for USC to play in the Big Ten. I got news for you. L.A. to Chicago is not near as dumb as Seattle to D.C. or San Francisco to D.C. They have teams that are literally on the Pacific Coast in the AC. It's beyond.
I don't
silly.
Agree.
Yeah. Golly. Anyway. All right, that'll do it to it. It's been a Cal and Truck Accessories Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy Jaguars today.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from